What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, I feel amazing. It's been a productive day.
Good. What'd you do?
Had a meeting today. But wifey came with me, so it was fun. It was kind of like multitasking, you know? Do a little, like, mommy, daddy time, but at the same time, some business side. You know what I mean?
Need someone you trust in the room, too.
Yeah. Oh, definitely that. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be two of us than, the other way around. So that was pleasant. Recorded some stuff, you know what I'm saying? It was a productive day, though, baby. Like, the productivity felt the way it needed to feel. And everything else just feels amazing as well, you know? Sometimes that midday research, it just keep you real relaxed the way you need to be. Deke, I feel super relaxed right now, bro.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, man. I just feel good, man. It's a great day. It's a great day. Stress level real low.
I hope it translates to the podcast. Hopefully you got some of your best takes.
Hey, man, you never know, man.
We got some prospects we're going over
Come
later.
on, man. You got to talk some prospects, baby. You know that.
Positions that you know very well as well.
Hey, man, it touches my heart. Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely excited about it, though, man. It's a good day. It's a good day.
Good shit, man.
And we had this, like, the random snow day yesterday. Then we get, like, the super cold temperatures today. So, life's good, man. We're giving the people the content they need. And we're just going to keep vibing out the way that we do. We also had a big announcement to start off the day. So it's just like when you get that type of content, it's like, you know what, man, the content, they just throw it out there to us. Just keep bringing it. Just do that then. All right, cool. So it's just fun for the football world.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff popping off right now. Senior Bowl randomly. I'll be honest. I know you have this on the TV right now. We got our quarterback. I ain't really paying attention to the Senior Bowl as much.
Well, that's cool. That's cool, man. They say most of, like, the elite players don't even go to the Senior Bowl.
I think they said Levis passed on it.
Most of the elite guys, they don't go to the Senior Bowl.
Herbert went. Pickett went.
Mm-hmm. Got
some elite guys going. So that's a couple elite guys right there.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, man. But, I'm with you also in the sense that, bro, I literally just turned this TV on right before you walked in. It just so happened that on ESPN2, it was the Senior Bowl. It was either golf or football. I chose football. That's it, bro. I'm with you, though. I have not watched the lick of the Senior Bowl. In fact, I forgot, man. I was talking to somebody.
I was into it last year.
Bro, we both were. But the quarterback position obviously was the big thing. And because all those quarterbacks were going to be there, I think that was also why we were heavily into it. Whereas now, for me, I'm more so just ready. I'm chopping up game tape. I'm looking at actual games versus Senior Bowl right now. But I'll probably go back once the week is finished and go see, some of the reports.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch the game.
Yeah, but I also think we were further along in terms of who we were, like, eyeing for. This is definitely the place we're going to be picking. Like, we all knew quarterback was, like, the main target area. So we were so far into these quarterbacks. Whereas right now, like we said, man, 1 minute, hey, go luxury pick, wide receiver. Another minute, hey, let's go offensive line. Another time, let's go corner. Hey, man, it could be linebacker, So it's just like a lot more open. So I think that's why we also haven't been like, who's in the Senior Bowl right now? Who's this? What they're doing and stuff. So I think that's also it because we're in a better position roster-wise this year than we were last year too.
A lot more luxury picks.
Yes. And we're just in a better place in the sense that we know our strengths and weaknesses right now. We do have a defined identity. And now we're just kind of saying, do we want to further improve what we currently have, or do we want to go in a different direction? And that's when we talk about whether we go offensive lineman, corner, or do we go wide receiver or a tight end type concept where we're looking a little bit more luxury, a little bit more exotic. That's what we're going to find out though in these next couple of weeks and stuff, or next couple of months, excuse me on that one. But yeah, man. So it's going to be a good time though, man. But yeah, I'm with you, bro. I just turned it on. That's it, man. That's it. Yeah. But we're going to talk these LBs and shoot, it'd be funny, man. Once we break them down and I go back and keep watching more and more tape, if I do find out they are in the Senior Bowl, then I'll go back and spend a block on some of those dudes and watch that stuff. But yeah, for right now, man, we ain't tripping on that Senior Bowl, man. But with that being said, man, we do got a lot on the docket today. So let's go ahead and not waste any more time. Let us know where you're tuning in from in the comment section. We'll give you that super shout out to start the show off the way that we always do. And also hit that like button on the front end as well.
Loso Scotty. The 757, Norfolk, VA.
Duh, Creed.
Most Tomlin haters don't like him because he's a black head coach. They had animosity when he was winning Super Bowls, too. I remember.
I can understand that. I can understand that stance.
Richard Hunt says he's tuning in from the 813. Tampa,
Let's go.
Up in here.
Shout out to Tampa. Let's get it, man.
Andre Anderson, 918, Black Wall Street. We also got Rod Dulles tuning in from the 330.
Let's get
Youngstown,
it. Let's
Ohio.
get it.
Share line, baby.
Let's get it. You know he always repping that shirt line. Let's go.
Richard Arbiza, 310, Carson, California.
Love
Look
that.
like 7 ain't the only one getting sabotaged in Pittsburgh. Sabotage 88, Sabotage 56. Yeah, we already talked about that.
He's at 88.
Frymouth and Highsmith.
Oh, I'm tripping.
Snuff from that Pro Bowl.
88, what happened? Yeah. Absolutely. But we did get another one in, though. Ha, ha, ha.
Cam Hayward.
Ha, ha, ha. There we go. We'll tap in.
Jar Devil, the 310, San Pedro, California.
Mm-hmm.
Time for an elevated leg day.
Man, if you ain't elevated while you lifting, what are you doing? That's definitely the play, Deke. Research, then workout. It makes it way better.
Never got around to it.
Yeah. Got to research first, then work out.
It'll help the gains.
It does. Or work out, then heavily research afterwards so that way you don't feel any other pain. It's one or the other, though. Cardio day, heavy research day. Yeah, research beforehand on the cardio because you're going to sit on the bike, walk your little treadmill. Lift day, you might need to be a little coherent. All right. Heavy research after the workout. Post-recovery. That's the method of madness, baby.
Tejan Patel, the 918, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, shout out to and oh my gosh, he sent an email with his pronunciation on how we say it. But he said we could call him he said SAJ for short. Sage for short. So
or Saj.
That's what I was confused on. Was it Sage or was it Saj? I wasn't sure. But he definitely said that in the email. And I was like, yo, that's perfect. I'm gonna go with the short one. But I don't know if it's Sage or Saj.
Mr. Patel.
That's my only thing. Yep. I might call him SP. That might be my go-to right now.
A few more here. Micah Hemp, 814, Johnstown, PA. Broderick Pritchett, 314, the Lou.
All right, let me tap in real quick, man, because I got the homie Brent Fox tuning in from Dallas, Texas. Mr. 2144 show in the house. And we got Leah Warren always holding it down and representing the 254 here again from Cali, Texas. Then after that, Litzburg 7 tuning in from the 304 WVU, Hell, West Virginia. They say it's almost heaven over there. Alrighty, then we got Calculated Snipe tuning in from San Antonio, Texas. Home of Hines Ward's Brahmas. His XFL squad's down there. Good call. Brandon Clark, the 540, Roanoke, Virginia. And then we got D'Angelo Edwards. He says he's in Japan, but from the 901, Memphis, stand up. Salute Memphis and salute Japan. All right. I like it, man. What they say? Arigato. There we go. Yeah. All right. And then Lil Ben Prods tuning in from Tennessee, and I will end it with the homie The Fam presents Nice, the 412 West Side of the Berg. Love it, man. Shout out to each and every one of y'all, baby. Let's get it.
Can we get any super chats?
Yes, and do. Yes, do it.
Chip Slater, what's good? Deke and Moatsy.
What's the word?
Much love, babies.
Let's go.
Justin Baum. Did you see Luan saying on Kevin Adams' podcast, at least double digits per year?
Oh, money-wise, huh?
Maybe that's why he shouted you out on our video and not me.
He's talking about some 7 and 8. Now I ain't hearing that. That's kind of how I feel about him. You know that. So we said double digits. 10 if you're lucky. I just don't see that it's premium on that position, man. That's like pass rusher. That's like corner. That's like quarterback, man. Left tackle is one of those ultra key positions that, you got to open up your little pocket. Spin a little bit on, man.
If I'm doing the negotiations, I stand on 7 or 8.
Nah. We're going to be standing on damn or what it sound like.
Oh, we draft a guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. One or the other, though. Yeah.
1 for 10, and if we could somehow figure out the cap space situation where we can make it work, and I don't know, and we're not screwing ourselves long term.
Well, also you got to ask yourself
that type of leverage. Then I could consider that.
You
maybe
would also need to ask yourself, What do I want to pay for? Do I want to cut costs and draft something? But you deal with the uncertainty of that, especially when you talk offensive linemen. Typically, those guys is really 50. Not, I don't want to say all the way 50-50, but it's not as common as when you see some of these wide receivers. They come in and shine right away. Sometimes with the offensive linemen, we know it's a little bit of the guesswork with them, but that's part of the cheaper costs when you're going the draft route. We know in free agency, you got your higher end guys, and they're higher end because, like we said, you're paying for that proven product, that premium on that. So you entertain that as well. But then, like you said, we mentioned Taylor Lewan because he was obviously the bigger name, but we could also look into some of maybe the next tier that might really be in that 7 range as like a high for them, almost like the Cam Sutton version of left tackles right now. Whoever that guy is, I don't know off the top of my head, but somebody like that. And then from there, we're kind of like, all right, well, maybe, that still is an upgrade over Dan Moore, but not breaking the bank like a Taylor Lewan. But at the same time, we got the flexibility that if we want to draft a guy next year, we not, committing all this money to this guy. So I think we still got some options with it. But that's the one thing that I will say we got to always be cognizant of. Like,
I keep seeing Cam Sutton is getting this market valuation of like $9 or $12 million.
Yeah.
No, I just disagree. I just flat outright disagree. But the thing with Lewan, I will say this. Now, we could talk about uncertainties in the draft. I feel like he has his own uncertainties.
But his is health.
Two big-time injuries over these last 3 seasons. Were they both ACLs? One was an ACL. For sure. I don't know if the other one was as well, but those are kind of big, and then he's hitting his 30s.
Yeah, so you ask yourself, when we talk about what you're paying for, your risk-reward, so you're paying more, but you have an ACL and another injury that he's coming off of. So we know if he wasn't coming off of that, what would his price market be? A lot higher than that. The 10 is that discounted rate included. That is what, because when he's been healthy, you already know he's a $14, $15, $16 million guy. Like, he's proven that when healthy. The 10 mil is because of the 2 years where he's had the injuries. And you're asking yourself, all right, is he going to be able to stay healthy long enough? Because even when you watched him play, the first ACL he had the year before, he was still playing at a high level. It was just he get hurt on a fluky screen.
He had that one really bad Chandler Jones game.
Yeah, and Chandler Jones done that to how many people? That's my other part. But like you said, one bad Chandler Jones game, and who else did that to him? Nobody else. It was just Chandler. So it was like, you take that into account, but at the same time, that's what you have to ask yourself. Whereas with these rookies, we talked Peter Skoronski, right? We say, we feel like he's a definite upgrade. We said Paris Johnson, we think that he would be an upgrade over Dan Moore. We said Broderick has the athletic ability to be, and we think that he should be, but we'll have to see fundamentally if he would be as buttoned up as he should be on a play-in-and-play-out basis. Committing a first-round pick to those dudes, we know what that comes with in terms of the cost and in terms of just, that's a high-quality player that you could potentially be missing on if you got the wrong guy in the first round. We get that. But my whole thing is you have the uncertainty of, are those guys going to actually pan out? Are those guys going to actually protect Kenny right now the way that a Taylor would? And that's the whole back and forth. Because, we could save 10 mil, but if this rookie isn't doing what he's supposed to do and he's getting Kenny killed, then it's kind of like we're going to be over here like, man, we should have just spent the money.
You do feel like Skoronski's the guy, though. If out of those tackles, he could come in, start day one, and you're actually feeling really good about it.
Off of the games that I've watched from all 3 of those guys, I watched multiple games on each of those dudes. He is the one that I feel the most confident in coming in day one and being just the most secure at that position. Yes.
We'd have to trade up to get him.
And that's the issue with that as well. So when you talk the cost for a player like Peter, that's his. And we get it because it's like you said, the more proven and the more surefire the player is, the higher the premium is going to be. Whether you're talking free agency or whether you're talking in the draft. That's why when we talk about a top 10 pick, we look at a top 10 pick with way higher regard than the 25th or the 32nd pick. But the beauty is, man, we are in a beautiful space right now.
Sounds like 10's a happy medium, potentially, between my offer, 7 or 8.
Yeah.
You're saying maybe whenever he's fully healthy, he's worth 14, 15, 16. Bump it down a little to the injury. Can we get it to 10?
Yeah. That would be the way that I would go. Or if I could even finagle it at like, man, what if I give you 9, but like a nice signing bonus? You know what I mean? Like, what if we did that? I'll be trying to do some of that type of stuff. Or even remember the voided contracts and stuff like that, voidable years and stuff. Like, I would try to bring that back if possible. Or I'm able to give you a big dollar so you can feel good about yourself, but at the same time, like, we got an out. It ain't gonna kill me.
Yeah, the voided years randomly became the most popular contract style. What was it?
That was during COVID year.
Yeah, it was between 2020 and 2021.
Yeah, during COVID, everybody was getting these contracts. You're like, yo, how does this happen? Where did this start at?
Especially with us too, because we had like no cap switch.
Yeah,
we're like, how are we bringing Juju back?
Yeah.
How are we making some of these happen?
Deal.
Oh, we got like 4 voided years right there.
It's like, I've never heard this before. Absolutely.
Steve Brooks, say Moats, I've heard of put me in, coach, but put the coach in?
No, bro, that's craziness.
Got to be Churchland.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's crazy. You know what he's talking about?
I have no clue.
So it's been on like TMZ, Shade Room, Baller Alert, some of the local TV stations back home. At my high school, Churchland High School, we had a teacher who was actually coaching as well impersonate a JV player in the girls basketball game. Went out there and played, bro. She blocking people's shots, she getting buckets, like going crazy. And then the people found out, and it was like a big story. They shut down the whole season for the JV girls team. Yeah. Like, I had to call folks back home. My sister, who teaches at the school, knows the chick too, that she was impersonating. I'm like, bruh. Yeah, it was nuts, bro. It was nuts, man.
What was the motives?
It was a dare. I was like, because I said the same thing. I'm like, yo, so talk to me, because my sister worked at the school.
It can't just be a dare. Was it a lost bet?
All the way that they told me was it was a dare. So it could be a lost bet. But all I know is the young lady is 22 years old. She was impersonating. I think the chick was 13. I think the lady was 13 that she was impersonating. But yeah, bro, like, as soon as you watch the tape though, like, she looks like she could fit in. But when she blocks the girl's shot, she sends it to the bleachers, bro. It's like Mutombo. And she like flex. Then she come down the court, Deke. She in and out, block it off the glass. You like, hold on, bro. Then she miss her shot, get it back, fade away. I'm like, yo, you doing way too much right now. I'm watching it, and if I was like a casual viewer, I would instantly be like, yo, she needs me on varsity. Like, who is this chick? Like, what's her name? We need to be recruiting her.
You're doing it with the wrong team.
Yeah, man. So it was hilarious when I saw it. And like I said, my people sending me the vid, because I'm like, yo, what y'all, like, why y'all sending me this like news story? When I looked, I'm like, oh no. And when I seen the school, I was like, oh Lord. Yeah, man.
So the team got disbanded?
Yeah, so
done for the rest of the year?
So they're done for the whole season. And
what happened to the teacher?
And the chick. So the teacher, I think they said she was suspended right now.
Okay.
But the girl that she was impersonating, because I guess like the dad was like upset about it and stuff as well, it became like a big ordeal. The young lady's actually transferring from the school too. Yeah, it was craziness, bro. I was like, Lord, like, what are we doing, man?
Okay, was the initial chick the one that got subbed out? Was she like actually good at basketball?
Son, I don't know. She wasn't even there. She was like away. You know what I'm saying? Like on they said she was playing at another basketball event, like on a club team, and the teacher chick like just hopped in for it, uniform and everything, bro. Yeah, man.
That's pretty funny.
I was like, yo, what the heck is going on?
That
she
was your
getting
high
buckets
school
though, bro. That was my high school.
Nice.
Churchland High School, man. I was like, yo, at least we still making the news. We usually make the news for other stuff, not good stuff, but I guess this is kind of better, you know. Yeah.
Matthew Zagara. Hey guys, we all love having Flores on the staff. So what if we add another mastermind on offense? Now I know it's almost impossible, but what about Gruden? You aren't the first person to ask this.
I mean, a Gruden-like person, sure. Gruden in Pittsburgh, I don't know. Just because, you know, obviously the controversy surrounding him from the whole Vegas scenario and some of those email comments. I don't know how that goes over here. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, a Gruden-like mind, sure. You know, you're never against having proven minds like that around. And it doesn't hurt, even when you have a young coordinator like Matt Canada, to have that almost like what we call a senior offensive assistant. That's what essentially what that, you know, role would be. So it doesn't hurt to do that. And I'm sure Coach Simon has looked into that. It's just one of those things that if it doesn't make sense at the time, or if they don't have the right match, then it's like you don't just do it just to do it. And I think that's more so the scenario with this, because, yeah, it would definitely make sense to have a senior assistant to help out a young coordinator like that.
John Gruden is head coach or bust.
Yeah.
And we do kind of have senior assistant as a QB coach.
Mike Sullivan, absolutely.
I feel like Byron Leftwich would make the most sense.
He would.
Played here in Pittsburgh. had success down in Tampa Bay, without a job right now.
Yeah.
So if he's not finding another offensive coordinator spot somewhere,
but would you make him a senior offensive assistant though?
Nah, just I don't know. Just something underneath Matt Canada, and I don't know if it would be alongside QB coach with Mike Sullivan, but almost like Flores last year. Just something on offense.
Because see, the reason
what's a fancy title?
Well, the reason why I think it's different is this: Flores was already proven in terms of he was already a head coach, whereas with Leftwich, he still was trying to show that he could be the OC and have success. Remember, this is being his first one without Bruce Arians, and how the offense looked, and ultimately why he was not saying why he was fired, but it played a role into the firing. So I think it's different to give him a title. Even when I think of Terrell Austin, when we brought him over, he still had how many years of successful DC jobs in Detroit before he ever was, promoted DC with us. He was already established somewhere else. When you think of Brian Flores, already established in DC, already established as a head coach, or at least making a foothold as a head coach. And I think that's why it was easier to give him a title without it ruffling feathers. Whereas if you give Byron,
you think it's more about the age, him being young?
Yeah,
because Terrell Austin was older at the time.
But him being young, and when you think of Matt Canada, right? Those two dudes are not gonna just be, hey, we're buddy working together. We all know if Brian Leftwich is here, what are we looking at B Leftwich for?
I know what the fans are thinking. I know exactly. I'm just thinking, hey, get another good offensive mind in the building.
I know you would. For a fact you would. But fans, media, and I'm sure to an extent Canada is going to feel like, yo, you don't bring a guy that is just in the same phase as me, maybe a year or two in advance.
Had more success, too, on paper.
On paper, yes. But you catch the drift. It's like, man, that doesn't seem like he's here to help me. That's one of those, he's here to take my job. We talk about competition at the player level, and it makes sense. I don't always agree with competition at the coaching level, per se. Like, not during season, not because I've seen how that can go at times, and it really becomes I'm going to coach you guys to do what makes me look good, not what helps the team out. And that's just something that you don't really want to, fall into. I don't think it would ever get to that, but to me, I just think that's a little bit more of a conflict. Whereas when you think about Flores coming in, and even with TA, how he was already established, he was already doing this thing age-wise, but also experience-wise. I just think it was a little bit easier to sell that, where both of those guys, even though we all felt like, man, Flores, man, yeah, make him to DC. Like, we love it. But I think you could just sell it a little bit better as, he's just a senior defensive assistant and LB's coach. He's not taking your job. You still the DC, though. I don't think, man, Canada going to be feeling like that when you're looking at Leftwich and we over here hollering about the offense, and we know what he's capable of, and he played here.
I think with Flores, the difference, too, is that we knew it was just going to be temporary. It's like, hey,
yeah,
he's got some of the stuff going on with Miami.
This is stepping stone.
He might have a break with a year or two without having a job, so why not give him one here in Pittsburgh? Like, he's definitely qualified to be a head coach. We've already seen him be successful as a DC up in New England. It was like house money for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're right. Man. There wasn't any thought of ruffling feathers. And maybe it could be a 50-50 proposition, or maybe there's a chance that Leftwich coming here could ruffle some feathers, but it also could be the other thing where it would just be fine. But to your point, there's just more of an inherent risk bringing in Leftwich as opposed to Flores. Mm-hmm. I don't think there was any real risk in bringing Flores in. We all know what it was.
Because we knew owners were only going to be the ones upset. Everybody else was cool because everybody else was kind of like, all right, we understand why you say what you say. We understand why you feel the way that you feel based on the track record and the history and the current climate of minority coaches in the hiring process and stuff like that. So we understood it. With, like I said, this one is a little different because he ain't got no bags like that.
It could work out perfectly. Hey, we bring him in. He helps with some stuff, get some new route trees, whatever. Maybe he offers up some hot route suggestions.
But see, that the other problem would be this. And what's happened to that too?
Did you hear about that?
Yeah. What's happened? But I was going to say the other thing is this, though. We know how media works and we know how the fans work here. Any success that would happen, nobody's going to say it's Matt Canada. Everybody's going to instantly say it's B Leftwich. We already know this. Like, what are we talking about? They could be running the exact same plays. Everything could be everything could be verbatim the exact same. And we all going to be in here hollering, hey, man, I told you that's Byron Leftwich. Y'all was trying to do that with the defense this year. Think about it. It was times with the defense, there was like, see, that's because Flores here. And we like, bro, TA been here, Coach T been here, but no, that's because Flores here. And it's like, wow, because we don't want to credit the guys that we've like critiqued all the times. Now it's like, nah, they ain't do that. He did that. It's the new guy. He did that. Yeah, you know for a fact we'd do that. Not us all the way, but that would be the narrative.
You're right. Maybe the
That would be the
media
narrative,
could
man.
make it a little bit more toxic than what it actually is.
That would definitely be the narrative, man.
Calmonier, it's laughable that Highsmith and Pickett aren't Pro Bowlers.
Man,
Clowns.
I would agree. man.
Bruh. Dude, you laughed about it.
Dude,
you didn't think it was actually going to happen.
I didn't. I didn't want to believe it, bro. You know what?
Huntley's the fourth alternate.
All right, look, man.
No big deal.
All right, look. You know what? I wasn't gonna start there.
He's in the Pro Bowl.
I wasn't gonna start with the Pro Bowl, but
Come
you know
on.
what? We're here. We're gonna start with the Pro Bowl now, okay? They ain't gonna make it make sense, Deke. I don't know, fam. I don't know. I did not think that it was really possible. I thought it was just like a ha kiki. He's the fourth alternate. Ha kiki. Funny. Nothing else. This is different, bro.
Well, you know the conclusion I'm coming to right now.
This is bad, bro.
Did the Bills ruin the Pro Bowl?
Not the Bills. Chill out.
Josh Allen's the one that sat out to get Huntley in. The Bills are the ones that took all of our Steelers spots, too.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy. What about Joe Burrow? He ain't doing that.
Yeah, why is he? Well,
exactly.
What's funny with Allen, though, we all assume the injury. Yeah, he's out at Pebble Beach. I'm seeing him at the par 3, dotting up the greens and making putts.
Good for his mental health, man.
I'll give him credit. He's got a good golf swing. He looks like he's a good player.
It's Josh Allen. What you thought? Come on, bro. Would you expect Ben to have a bad golf swing? Exactly. So don't expect Josh to have a bad golf swing, man. Let's go.
Fair.
But yeah, man. When I saw that, I was like, oh, all right. Yeah.
It actually happened.
Oh, and we had new news. Tua just cleared to the concussion protocol from the concussion he had in December. Yeah, they literally just put that on ESPN, man. So definitely want to shout that out. Good to hear that he is doing better, like the health. But yeah, back to this Pro Bowl situation, man. I blame Joe Burrow. Okay, Joe Burrow ruined the Pro Bowl. Josh needed some mental health recovery, some wellness. All of the controversy, you know, all of the oh, you suck, you ain't been, remember all that, y'all still da-da-da-da. So he was sad. So that's why he wanted to go play some golf to clear his mind. I do the same thing. It helps me out too. But that opened the door for, I guess, your boy Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, there was a direct correlation with Allen sitting out and Huntley getting in. Because when Burrow sat out, Derek Carr got in.
No, that's different, man. Carr got in because Allen sat out. Yeah, we leave it like that, man.
So the initial three were Mahomes. I think it was Burrow.
And Allen.
Yeah. Okay. So Mahomes Super Bowl out.
Allen sat because he's supposed to be resting the injury.
Allen sat. Herbert was an alternate, but he had shoulder surgery. Trevor Lawrence replaced Mahomes.
Yep.
Huntley replaced Allen.
And then Burrow sat, and that's when Carr got in.
Yeah, and I think Tua might have been an alternate too, but obviously he was in the still dealing with this. Yeah, Huntley just doesn't belong in this list right here.
It stands out so bad, bro. So bad. I can't even justify. I've been trying so hard. I was like, you know what?
There's none.
He
started 4 games.
Bro, I got a better case for
Jacoby Brissett. Didn't play good in any of those games.
We got a better case for Jacoby Brissett. We got a better case for oh my goodness,
there's a better case for Jared Stidham. I'm looking at these stats right now.
I was about to say like shoot, I'll throw Mac Jones in there. I would throw Mac in there over him. Like we can go down the list.
Ryan Tannehill, like Matt Ryan, Davis Mills, Russ.
The list of AFC quarterbacks. Yes, I would put Russ in over Huntley, man.
Mitch.
Yes, absolutely I would. Why wouldn't I? If Tyler Huntley is a Pro Bowler, Mitch Trubisky's a Pro Bowler.
At least Mitch had the Bucs game. He had that really good Panthers game. Had the game-winning drive against the Bengals in Week 1.
And he was actually winning because he was throwing the ball and doing some good stuff. Not everybody's carrying you and you just. I don't even know how. Man, stop.
Tyler Huntley averaged 109 yards per game.
This is terrible. This is
4
tragic.
starts,
it's insane.
2 touchdowns, 3 picks. Has a 41 QBR.
I hate
how?
It.
Like how?
It. Listen. Can I just say something for the record? Don't y'all ever talk about Tyrod Taylor Pro Bowl again, all right? You said something about his Pro Bowl before.
I still don't accept that
You said something about his Pro Bowl before.
A couple of Daltons are fluky too.
Nah. All 3 of those gentlemen you just named, Tyrod, 2 gloves, and the red rifle. All 3 of them dudes. Head and shoulders way more deserving of the Pro Bowl than the dudes, right? Not even. They were the alternates then. They were the 4th alternates then. That's all I'm saying. Those guys head and shoulders above my man Tyler Huntley.
I agree with that. They shouldn't have gotten the Pro Bowl to begin with, though.
Head and shoulders, man.
Looking back either. But I would say my big case is this. I mean, obviously we were talking about all the other AFC quarterbacks that could qualify over Huntley, but I feel like between now Carr already got in with Burrow sitting out. Yeah. But let's say Allen sits out here. And then the remaining guys, I'm taking KP8.
bro, man, I'm taking Kenny over him anyways.
I'm taking Kenny over Derek Carr too.
I cool either way, but it's like, bro, why isn't he in there?
That's the point. Like, if Huntley's getting in, there's no reason why Kenny Pickett should not be in.
Like I don't think you understand.
And I think Kenny Pickett legitimately had a better season than all the other guys we named: Tannehill, Brissett, Mac Jones, Matt Ryan, Davis Mills, Russ.
I'm with you. This is a big issue, man. But then
I'd take him over Carr.
Like, this is an issue, man. This is an issue. And the problem too is this. Yes, we will sit here and in the moment say, you know, it doesn't matter. Who cares? But then when it's Hall of Fame time, you know, the first thing they bring up, how many Pro Bowls? How many All-Pros you got? How many Super Bowls do you have? This is an issue, bro. This is bad business. It's bad business, man.
Never did I really think Pickett would be a serious candidate for the Pro Bowl, but
no, he's a Pro Bowler as well in my eyes. If Tyler Huntley's a certified Pro, he's a Pro. So you mean to tell me Baltimore got 2 Pro Bowl quarterbacks right now? That's what you're trying to tell me. They got Lamar Jackson, they got Tyler Huntley.
Well, Jackson has a better case than Huntley, but he's been hurt too. I think he was an alternate.
Bruh, I'm taking Lamar injured and throwing him out there over goddamn Tyler Huntley, man. I'm just saying.
It's egregious, dude. It's really egregious. And some people are complaining about like it's the votes, but I'm also seeing other people say it was a combination of votes for the fans, players, and coaches. So how is Huntley getting in? How is he getting in?
I don't remember that combination being like that. I remember all pros being coaches, player element. I remember, or no, it's mostly just coaches for all pro. I remember for Pro Bowl, that's fan votes. It's fan votes that do the Pro Bowl.
I was seeing some people say they changed it recently and they got some other additions in there.
But say, because when I remember it was like, it was always fan vote. That's what I always say, it was a popularity contest. But this is bad, bro.
Well, you know how politicians and society
stuff
really
the ballot, bro.
I was gonna say,
stuff the ballot,
you know how everyone starts
the ballot,
pushing.
Bro.
Hey, we got to go out and vote when election time's up. Obviously, when Pro Bowl time's up, it looks like we got to do our due diligence.
Well, you know what we need to do? You know what we need to do? Let's crash the Pro Bowl. How about we do that? Okay, I'll put my feet up on Roger Goodell's desk. How about we do that? Okay, I'll put my feet up on his desk. Okay, we're gonna run through. We're gonna take over that spot. All right, we're gonna let them know this is a fake election. That Kenny is supposed to be in the Pro Bowl. If Tyler Huntley's in there, the votes couldn't have counted. Something had to be wrong.
Thought it was a joke.
I did too.
Thought it was a joke, and it actually happened.
Look who's laughing now. Does this give the Ravens more leverage though, with the negotiations with Lamar? Seriously, because they got a Pro Bowl now.
No, it's too late. They already locked in on Lamar.
If I'm Tyler Huntley, oh yeah, you call me Pro Bowler for the rest of my life. I'm Pro Bowler. And in fact, when we negotiate contracts, I'm a Pro Bowler. Remember that, baby. All right, pay me like one. Tyler Dagon.
It's a joke. Like, it's literally a joke.
I want to shout out Cam Hayward for getting in.
The Pro Bowl means nothing.
Like, shouting out Cam getting in. I'm like, yo, I'm happy for Cam, but I'm just like, yo, it doesn't feel like it matters. Because the tragedy, like, how the heck is it?
That's what I said yesterday. I'm like, okay, Cam now has 6 Pro Bowls. That's cool. That probably bumps his Hall of Fame resume up. But at the same time, we just the Pro Bowl was already a joke, but like now it's officially it's past any line of coming back.
But once again, the problem is when it is time for Hall of Fame conversations, this constantly comes up, constantly, and we're gonna act like this type of stuff has not happened. When it's time to talk who should get into the Hall of Fame and who should not be, they bring this type of stuff up though. How many Pro Bowls you got? How many you got? It's like, bro, come on, man, what we doing?
I think we need to change that now. Don't take the Pro Bowl seriously. Because obviously the NFL isn't taking it seriously, or whoever is getting these people in. Yeah. If it was strictly by fan votes, fans aren't taking it seriously.
Yeah, this is bad business, man.
If it's a combination of fans, players, and coaches, they ain't taking it seriously.
Yeah, bad business, man.
It would just be crazy. Kenny Pickett, Pro Bowl. That would have been cool to say after his rookie year.
Well, why not? If they're going to say Tyler Huntley's a Pro Bowler off of this season specifically, you have to say that Kenny Pickett is the Pro Bowler as well because Kenny had the way better season. If we're talking like apples to apples, both played quarterback. Both weren't the week 1 starters either. Like, man.
I'm not even messing with you. I brought up Jared Stidham. Like, he has a better case than Huntley.
Like, when I said Jacoby Brissett,
Sam Ehlinger, he has 3 touchdowns, 3 picks.
When I said Jacoby Brissett, I was being dead serious. When I said Brissett, I was being dead serious, and I only thought of him because who was it? Was it Norier that brought him up the other day? Brought up Jacoby Brissett, and we were like, yo, we felt Kenny.
Backup,
we was like, yo, Kenny, we felt was better than him. It's like, yo, I even think that he should be a Pro Bowler over Tyler Huntley if we're talking about this season.
Bailey Zappi.
Shout out to Bailey.
He averaged 195 yards per game, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Yeah, bro.
What?
Make it make sense, man.
Joe Flacco, 5 touchdowns, 3 picks, 210 yards per game.
Flacco is elite, man. Let him get it. Yeah, you're right.
We already talked about Mitch. Hell, Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
No, maybe not. 54 completion percentage, 187 yards per game, 6 touchdowns.
Let him get another Milfield change his mind. Let him get another Milfield change his mind. Let him hit another friend.
That's terrible, bro. That is so bad.
Yeah.
But, like, I can understand, Mahomes, Herbert, Burrow, Josh Allen, Lawrence. Hell, even Tua.
It's too many high-quality.
I can understand those guys making the Pro Bowl. But once you start going down the alternates and these guys are sitting out, and then you get a guy like Huntley, and they're like, no, Kenny Pickett should be a Pro Bowl. Right, that's what pisses me off.
It's too many other deserving guys than Tyler Huntley, and that is the big issue with this thing, man. Yeah.
You want to talk Cam at all?
I'm just happy for my dog. I'm happy that he got in. Like I said, man, it does help him out in terms of his case for the Hall of Fame, in terms of his case for winning the Walter Payton Man of the Year this year. I think, in terms of just his legacy, this is huge, man, because we know when he retires, he's going to be directly compared to the guys that played with him. Aaron Donald, your J.J. Watt, your Cameron Jordans, those type of dudes, your Fletcher Coxes. So for Cam Hayward, all of this matters. Even though we know that the Pro Bowl is just a joke. And trust me, Cam knows as well. But in terms of legacy, this is important. And this is why, we talk about it up here. And why it's something that, even though we know the quality isn't what we want it to be, it's still entrenched in every player's contract. You get incentives for being a Pro Bowl player. So as much as we like to minimize it when it happens like this, it is still very significant because of the money that is associated with you having the Pro Bowl tag on you now, man, or not getting it, So when you think about Kenny, it's like, man, you don't think that would help him when it's time for his case to be like, yo, I got a Pro Bowl under my belt already? Yeah, it will help him. When you talk about his legacy all the time, like, that matters.
Yeah, because in 20 years, no one's digging deep over all this stuff.
Right, not at all. But they're going to be like, he didn't get a Pro Bowl his rookie year. How was he better than this guy? Neither one of them got Pro Bowls their rookie year. Such did. And it's like, man, if you could think of the context, Tyler Huntley got it. And that's going to be a trivia question. Why wasn't Kenny Pickett the Pro Bowl his rookie year? Who was it over Kenny? I don't know. Tyler Huntley. Who the heck is that? Like, it's craziness, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the Supers.
Yes, indeed.
Phantom TV. Steelers met with Carter Warren and Kalijah Cansey. I tried to warn you guys. They coming.
All right.
I wouldn't be opposed. I just can't believe Kuiper had Cansey projected as the 11th or 12th pick.
Yeah.
Good for him. I thought he was going to go maybe in the 2nd or 3rd. But he is that talented. He is that good.
Yeah, and also, you know how it goes too, man. The further this process goes down, they move these boys so many daggone times. I'm waiting on them to start up with the magical quarterback run again. I feel like we do that every year. It's going to be, about a week or two before the draft. Oh, yeah, we're going to mock 10 guys. 5 quarterbacks going in the first. 3 quarterbacks going in the first. Like, yeah, here we go with this nonsense.
You hearing anyone for the 5th? Levis, Young, Stroud, and then Richardson is going to be like the later mid-first round guy. Is there another one sneaking up there?
I don't know yet, but just Zach Wilson was the pro day one. He hopped on with the pro day. A naked boot, throw it 70 in the middle of the field.
That was egregious. It really was.
So yeah, man.
Levis would be that guy out of that group.
The boomer bust?
Yeah, no, just I'm saying the combine might treat him well. If he starts showing off his cannon or something, combine or this pro day, maybe he somehow jumps a Bryce Young or Stroud just based off potential, almost like a Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh, he could throw it from every arm angle. He could do this and that. What do you do in Kentucky?
Yeah. That's my thing, man.
Now, granted, he didn't have the best of teams around him, but there were times where he could have done better. Gorilla Mode, do you think Sean Payton can save Russ? He had a top 5 offense almost every year since 2015, it seemed. Or do you think it was more Breeze?
I mean, shoot, that is one of our topics. If you're ready, we can tap into that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shoot, how you feeling then? Because, you're an offensive guy, man. I know you love you some Sean Payton.
I think it's a great move for the Broncos.
Yeah. What they have to get was that first round?
So Broncos gave up their first rounder this year. I think it's 29 overall.
Yeah.
A second rounder next year. They got Payton, and then the Saints' third rounder for next year.
Okay. So a first this year, second next year, and they got a third back for next year. So not bad. Yeah, I'm with you.
Basically a first.
Yeah.
And then swapping picks, second and third round.
Yeah. But you get a proven head coach.
Yeah, Sean Payton's that type of dude.
Offensive-minded head coach who's proven as well.
And we talked about this with Tomlin. Remember, there were rumors going into that Panthers game. Oh, should the Steelers trade Tomlin for a couple first-round picks to the Panthers? And we both said no. I'd rather have a good coach, a good leader that knows how to get the most out of talent as opposed to just picks. Talent and then 50-50 leader. Yeah, shitty leader. Or you just don't know. Sean Payton, he has proven to be one of those guys. Absolutely. Whenever we do our top 10 head coaches, at some point in the future this offseason, he's going to be probably 5 or 6.
Him and Bruce Arians.
Right up there. Yeah. I think Sean Payton was on TG's list last year.
Shout out to the homie.
I think it's a good move. I mean, they got that extra pick, so they already traded their first round pick for Russ.
But they got one back with Bradley Chubb.
Yeah, this is the one for
Miami.
Chubb from Miami. Traded that. So basically Bradley Chubb for Sean Payton. I would do that in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
And Chubb, he's still a good edge rusher, but he didn't really live up to
Payton,
it
bro.
Down in Miami either.
He ain't Sean Payton.
No, Bradley Chubb's not like a Von Miller or Khalil Mack, any of those dudes. I think it was a good move for the Broncos. If you're trying to salvage Russell Wilson and just this team of what you thought it could be whenever you brought in Russ, and this is the type of dude to bring in. And this dude brought up Breeze. Can Sean Payton salvage Russell Wilson and make him Drew Brees? Yeah.
There's some similarities. They're the same.
Whenever Russ was with Seattle, they always compared him to Drew Brees. He's just like he's a more mobile Drew Brees.
A more mobile and just bulkier Drew.
I'd say better arm. He has a better deep ball than Drew Brees for sure.
See, better deep ball. I think Drew got better accuracy though.
Sure.
Yeah. Drew would
better accuracy. Stick it in the pocket. Can just get it out. I agree with you.
But in terms of stronger arm, you're right. Russ will throw that deep ball beautifully. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So maybe Payton can get Russ
I'm glad you said that. I didn't know you thought of the same too. I was 100%. I promise. I'm like, every time I watch him, he's just a bigger version of Breeze.
Stockier.
Just like buffer. That's what I mean, yeah.
So maybe Sean Payton.
Well, I personally feel like he was a little bit too thick in Denver, He looked even bulkier out there than he did in Seattle.
I did hear some people say that. Maybe he was eating a little too much or something.
I don't know. I mean, the money
good.
During
the offseason,
Well, you know the trees in Denver.
He doesn't do that.
It's Denver.
There's no way in hell.
What you mean? It didn't come from hell. It came from him. It came from up top.
No, but there's no way Russ is smoking. There's no shot.
Even though it came from the boss man up top, even though the boss man laid that beautiful greenery there for all of us.
I don't care if he does or not, but sometimes based off Russ's personality, there's no way.
What's the negative about it? You can't call God while you.
It could make you lazy at times. It
could help you relax on the Sabbath when you're supposed to relax. Take a day of rest.
I just don't think Russ is that dude.
All right, I'm just saying, man.
If you had to bet, did Russ smoke weed last year?
I don't know.
What would the odds be, and what would you bet?
I don't know.
There's no way.
Because there was once a time when I would have said to myself, hey, Moats, are you ever going to have that in your system? And I'd have been like, absolutely not. Zero possibility ever. And here we are today. You know what I'm saying?
You're out of the league, though.
You're right.
There's just no, I can't see it. I can't envision it.
I don't see it either. But
someone should ask him that.
You're right. It maybe it'll help him out. Maybe it'll help him relax a little bit more.
Yeah, I saw Wiz Khalifa on Twitter saying like weed doesn't make you lazy.
It seriously
all about
doesn't, bro.
The person that smokes it, this and that.
That was why has that been the connotation though, bro?
Because I feel like it does. I don't know. For me,
you say that, it doesn't for me, bro.
It makes me just want to lay down.
I get some of my best work done when I'm researching, bro. It keeps I feel like it'll calm me down. It'll keep me focused. I'm alert, but I'm not as busy thinking about 30 different other things. But at the same time, when I want to get creative, and I'm like, I need a different theme, a different scheme, a different something. Sometimes, man, it just opened the thought way up that way. But it definitely helps me not be as reactive, which I need at times.
Maybe it's the mentality you have going into smoking. If you are going into smoking just wanting to relax, then you're going to relax even more. If you're going in saying,
bro, I'm just trying to get
I'm working. You literally have your laptop in front of you. You're like, I'm going to work, and then you just take a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not saying I haven't worked before like that.
And
But
you also got to know what you're working with. Are you hybrid? Are you sativa? Are you indica? Because we know all of that and how that can work with you. We ain't about to give y'all the educational course. Even though we could do a crossover since the homie Shay's here did drop his strand. Shay's here does have his own strand of chronic.
Does he want us to test it out?
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to hit him up because he just. I think it was just like a week ago. It was like a week ago he dropped it. So. We could have him come over here and talk about that while we talk a little ball. You know what I'm saying? Might have to look into that.
So with Sean Payton though and Russ, why this could even make sense even more? We talk about the Russ and Breeze comparisons.
Yeah.
But where Russ is at his career, people were complaining about him not being as mobile as he was in Seattle.
Which falls even more so.
He's getting older, so I mean, I don't think anyone necessarily blames him, but that was something that made him a huge success up there.
Yeah.
But now maybe Sean Payton can, help Russ out a little bit and bring some of that Drew Brees, just, hey, straight drop back, pocket passer,
get back to the timing element of it, yeah. Get back to the timing of it.
But then, Russ, it's not like he's over the hill or anything. You could still be mobile with it. So that's an element that he can bring that Brees didn't have. Yeah. I'll be interested. I feel like they need some better receivers in Denver, though, to be honest.
Yeah. They got big name receivers. Well, technically, I don't want to say big name receivers. They got notable name receivers,
Talented.
But they aren't productive just yet. And that goes back to the issue, though, because
I don't think they helped Russ out that much.
But they're also high pedigree guys, though. You think about the picks they use on some of those dudes. Those aren't run-of-the-mill guys that they got late in the draft. Those are some of the guys they spent higher picks on, first and second rounds and stuff like that. Yeah. Because you got to think, KJ out there. You got KJ out there. You got Judy still out there. Dang, I'm drawing a blank on the third cat. Oh my goodness, Sutton. Yeah, he's still out there. So it's like you think of KJ. Granted, I thought he was gonna pan out way better thus far, but
he's been hurt too.
Yeah, Judy, inconsistent.
Drops.
Yes, we say inconsistent. Athletic as heck, rangy, but inconsistent with the hands. You can't be a one that's inconsistent.
Can route run decent.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on it?
On what?
Sean Payton.
To me, man, I like the move for him. I was surprised, but not at the same time. Surprised that he did decide to come out because initially we both kind of thought he was going to wait on that Chargers job, and that was the reports when he said he was going to go back to the studio, Fox studio. But now, when him choosing to go to the Broncos, it told me two things. Number one, he still feel like he got it. He's not afraid of the smoke because that division. And number two, he actually believes in Russ. Because I personally didn't think he would go to Denver if he didn't believe that Russ could do it because you're stuck with Russ because of that contract. So me personally, I didn't like it to be Denver unless you really think you can get more out of Russ. And I think Sean Payton does because of those similarities. And that's why I said I wasn't surprised because of Russ and Drew being so similar as well.
And I guess if we were thinking about him going to the Chargers, it's the same division. It's just you're rolling with a Justin Herbert versus
because you have
Russ.
a way higher end quarterback. But you might be right in the sense that, or not that you might be right, but it could be a scenario where, well, granted, that offer wasn't available to him because the Chargers kept their coach. But maybe he's looking and he's saying, I like Russ better than Herbert. Maybe he feels like that.
Is the AFC West, obviously it's overrated from what we thought it was going to be in the offseason, but is it still overrated? You think the Raiders, we don't know what the hell's going to happen down there.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't as good as we thought. Obviously the Broncos weren't as good. The Chargers only went 10-7. They had their hiccups too. And
10 wins is a lot of wins though,
You
bro.
got the Chiefs.
I think we won 9. Or excuse me, yeah. 10 wins is a lot of wins though, bro. That's still a good amount of winning, man.
It becomes a good division if the Broncos become relevant again.
Right, because I'm like, a 10-win team, man, that's a playoff team.
But think with the Raiders, man, like McDaniels, do we have faith that he's going to turn the ship around?
And
because whenever he was in Denver, he didn't do anything there. He had to go back to OC.
Yeah, and we don't know what the quarterback situation is.
You don't know that either.
No Brady. We know that much.
I'm not buying it.
What?
I'm not.
Come on, bro. Don't do that, Deke.
I'm not buying it.
Deke, don't you do that, Deke. Deke, you don't buy.
I'm not.
How do you not buy it?
Give it a couple months, dude.
What? He was about to cry this time. He didn't even do a doctored
up one. He's crying because he's leaving football.
Bro, he did it on a selfie video like, man, let me just holler at y'all real quick. It was 51 seconds. He didn't give you a whole minute yet. He said, look, I ain't going to belabor this thing. I ain't going to be before you long. He did like the old school church close. I ain't gonna be before you long. All right, we about to quick little prayer. You ready? While we're absent, watch over us one from another. Jesus' name. You know what I mean? He was going that one, man. He gave just.
He still wants to play.
He does, but I don't think he wants to have to worry about potentially not looking like Brady.
Oh, he'd look fine over in San Fran.
This is the first time for real though, where it was starting to come into question. Whether we think is valid or not.
They were questioning it his last year in New England. Though.
But it was coming up more and more this year. This was more of that time frame. So it's like, maybe for him, he's like, I don't want to stay too long. Some people would rather leave a little early than stay too long.
You think he has that mentality, though? There's no way.
See, why do you say that, though? I think you could change over time. I think this year when you talk about you're not married anymore, right? That was official before the season started. So you go through that. That's going to give you a different level of clarity. Then you're having the season that you're having, and you're saying to yourself, man, is there a guarantee that I'm going to get another situation where it's perfect for me to go there? Because you could talk San Fran, but you still have what out there? You got to figure out what they're going to do with Trey Lance, though. We still got to figure out, are they going to pay me what I want to get paid? How does that whole dynamic work? Maybe they want to do something else with that quarterback position. We don't know, but I'm just saying in the sense of it's still just a lot more openness to it, and it's not going to get answered right now. Whereas for him, if he's today like, you know what, man, I don't want to deal with any of that. I'm cool on it, man. I know what my legacy is. I'm cemented. Like, I came back. I tried to give me the whole revenge tour, get another one in this thing. It didn't work out. Man, let me just go ahead and head out before it gets bad, before it gets worse. Because he's never, like, at this stage, you're not going to turn the clock back and get better and better and better. It's more so that can you keep maintaining what you're doing right now, Brady? Because we know once you slip off, we know how quickly it goes for them dudes. 1 minute you're Matt Ryan and you're like, oh, all right, you're in Atlanta, you look good. Next minute you're Matt Ryan at the Colts and you're like, hey, man, you might want to go ahead and retire. 1 minute you Phillip Rivers and you're at the Chargers and it's like, all right, you're still kind of decent. Everything look cool. Then you go to the Colts and we like, all right, bro, hold on. What's going on here?
He wasn't bad with the Colts.
Man, he wasn't good either.
Wasn't bad.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't good.
He would have made a Pro Bowl.
I just don't like how you light up when you.
Huntley.
I don't like how you light up to say he wasn't bad, but if I say Kirk Cousins, you be like he ain't good. You see the difference? Like, why you gotta do that, man? It's always a negative connotation with Kirk, but then with Phillip Rivers and some of these other dudes, you want to give a smile for. Why is that, man? Like I feel like that's
no, because no, it's the opposite. We're saying Rivers, Colts, didn't feel good. Secretly didn't have a bad season, whereas Cousins. He does have a bad season get put on this pedestal.
He didn't have a bad season. He didn't have a bad season.
I agree.
Though.
He's
he
average.
Didn't have a bad season.
But that's where I'm at with him. That's where I'm at with him.
That's crazy.
He's average, and he's going to let you down.
Even without having a bad season, though.
This season?
Would you say Kirk had a bad season this year, though?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he don't even have bad seasons, man.
Again, he's just going to let you down when it matters most. He's the biggest tease of all time.
He's
the worst type of quarterback to have.
Why does he got to be a tease? Why can't he just be Kirk?
I'm telling the truth. With Brady, though, here's why I think he still wants to play, and I think he thinks he can still play.
Mm-hmm.
This is just more about family, I think.
Yes, I would agree with that as well. When you go through
single dad now.
Yeah, I'm saying when you go through something like that, man, especially when you think about how long he was married to, bro. Like, you got a certain way that y'all are used to things going on. I don't know his personal family dynamic, but I'm sure there has been some major changes when you talk about a divorce. Obviously, Giselle, I think she's moved on. If I caught up with all that stuff, I think she's moved on. I think so. You know? But it's like, hey, man, things start coming to perspective a little bit. You're like, hey, man, you know what? Let me go play with little Tom a little bit more, man. Let me go throw the ball with you for old Rico Suave over here start playing catch with my son. Like, nah. If you don't play catch with your son, Deke, somebody else will. Just remember that, all right?
I feel like the 49ers are the one scenario, though. It's the ones, like, everything's teed up for him on offense. You got Shanahan, hometown team, just 1 year. I feel like give it 2 or 3 months. And if he does start doing this Fox broadcasting thing or starts just watching some other games, you know it's in his mind, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, I can go out here and beat all these dudes.
A lot of people think it. I just wonder. Father Time is undefeated.
I think he would be able to light it up with the Niners this year if he did come back. And, I mean, you see the Purdy news? Potential Tommy John. Like,
yeah, it's bad.
He might not be playing next year. So,
And that's the part.
Shanahan should be calling up Brady. You sure about this? You sure about this?
Man.
We can move the family out to San Fran.
But guess what? They said Trey Lance going to be ready by OTAs. He said he ain't going to miss any of the offseason. Any of the offseason program. He's there. Day one. That's your leader. You already committed to him. You draft him when you draft him. You moved on for Jimmy G for him. The only reason
I don't think it's wise.
It's too late. You already that we're there, man. It's Trey.
Yeah, it looks like they will go with Trey Lance next year if Brady is officially retired. Yeah. Purdy with this whole injury thing. I don't think the Niners are going to be the same.
Could the Niners cook with Carr?
Yeah, they could be fine.
You think he should go there?
Yeah, if he can make it happen. Yeah. If I'm him, for sure. That would be the team on the top of my list.
I just don't know how the money would work because he's a quarterback. Yeah, and he has another Pro Bowl right now.
There's those reports that the Raiders are telling Carr he can't seek trades right now. Like they're holding him back. It's weird. There's some weird things going on down there.
Why?
They're not giving him his permission to seek trades through his new trade request. So I saw that yesterday. Yes. I thought he was as good as gone.
Yeah, I thought the same. So he hit that Pro Bowl and they changed their mind on him.
I don't know.
That's what it was.
He took a shot too. It wasn't at the Raiders.
I seen it though.
That was a whack tweet though. He's probably lucky to have 4 Pro Bowls. He probably got in a few times as alternates.
Chill out. At least, I respect any of his alternates over Tyler Huntley. Okay, I can no longer.
I agree with that.
I cannot say a negative thing about any of Derek Carr's Pro Bowls. Any of Tyrod Taylor's Pro Bowl, shout out to the crib. I'm going to keep throwing him out there because that was the one you brought up. I'll never forget that one. Man, he got one of them, bro. He was like the 10th alternate. I never forget what you said. He was the 10th alternate. It low-key hurt my feelings when you say he was the 10th alternate. I was like, if you could have been like the 5th, it'd have been cool. You said the 10th. I was like, yo, you really tried my dog. Like, yo, you got to chill, B. You got to chill, all right? But, oh, man, Carr would definitely cook out there, though, man.
With Brady, it's that Mahomes line. I'll believe it when I see it.
Okay.
1 year. I need 1 full year. Because you mean to tell me, again, I'm just strictly talking Niners.
Yeah.
Trey Lance gets hurt or something middle of the season.
If he gets hurt in the middle of the season, I think that's a different conversation. I think that's a different conversation. We're talking about right now, though, Brady staying retired. Last year, he stayed retired for what, 40 days?
Yeah, like
40 days, 40 nights like Jesus. That's what in the Bible, 40 days, 40 nights. That's when he was retired, then he came out. Does he get past 40 days this year?
That's what I mean. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it,
bro. Watching he looks so sincere. He looks so sincere, bro.
It's going to come back, dude. The edge, sincere. Whatever they call it, the dark side.
The itch. Oh, yeah. That never leaves. That's the other part. That never leaves. That's the dog in you. That never leaves.
If the Niners don't get this QB situation figured out in the next month or two,
yeah,
that's the one. That's the only one that makes sense. Because I could see shit going by the wayside with the Raiders just because it's the Raiders.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although it still would be a good situation for him. But, 49ers just makes complete sense. Final year, close it out with that one. And on more of a high note than what you did, at least.
Yeah.
Give yourself at least a legitimate chance to win a Super Bowl. He would have that with the Niners. This year, it got to a point where it didn't really feel like that. You get to the playoffs, you never know, the Brady factor, whatever. But that team was so broken.
Mm-hmm. San Fran, I mean, everything makes sense for San Fran. That's what we were talking about. The monkey wrench is him retiring. That's the monkey wrench.
It's not like it hasn't been done before.
Has anyone come back from 2 retirements outside of Cole Beasley?
Favre.
He's had 2 retirements in the same year?
I don't know if he's ever done official retirement.
Because he's done 2 official retirements. Favre would just be like, I don't know if I want to play in camp or not. He would still be on the roster.
He would take it out to July.
Training camp, yeah. That's probably why Aaron Rodgers does what he does.
It was once or well, no, dude. Favre actually was more than 2. It wasn't 4 or 5 times.
He did it 4 in a row, yeah.
Once or twice with the Packers. Then
he
did it
in
with
New
the
York,
Jets.
yeah.
Ends up going to the Vikings. Yeah, they're like,
that's
hey, I'm retiring. No, yeah, he actually did the official retirement.
Yeah,
He's like, could you just release me at least?
Yeah,
and then they release him. He goes to the Vikings.
That's definitely his name, bro.
And then after the Vikings the first time, he did it again.
Yeah.
And then you took him out.
That's his name, man. That's why I was like, I feel like Rodgers might have, because he saw that as a young guy, picked up on it and just started following suit with it. So I'm like, I get it,
He kind of is, but in his own way, where he's not out on a farm or something down in Mississippi.
Yeah.
He's doing yoga and traveling the world.
Yeah. And he's not sending pictures of anything.
Right.
Which is also good.
So we got TG, 5 o'clock.
Waiting. get a little confirmation. We were talking this morning, but you know how that go in the mornings. I ain't the most chatty at 7.
Okay.
Yeah. So we was trying to make sure we was on the same page. But yeah. But going back to the Brady thing though, man. Oh my God, I just dropped. Oh my goodness, it was something I was about to ask you right at the end. No, not a big take, but it was one other thing I was gonna ask you at the end of it. Oh well, we'll come back to it. But yeah, you don't think he's gonna stay out, and I think he will.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I think he's done, bro. I think he's gonna go off into the sunset. Thanos sit down in a chair and start dusting off his rings.
I don't think he's gonna be able to help himself. He still threw for 4,600 yards last year.
He's still talented. Yeah, he's definitely still talented.
I told you. I think the arm strength is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does he want to get hit a little bit less than usual?
San Fran you get hit less, but all it takes is one. We saw that.
Favre.
Chill, bro.
We were talking about him.
Chill. Why you gotta do that way? Don't become on somebody's highlight,
You're
bro.
talking about Purdy.
They'll put you on. Hey, you'll be the first vid on somebody's highlight, Brady. Just know that. You will be the first vid on somebody's highlight. You don't want to be that guy. We love that guy. You know what I'm saying? I love to be that guy, but you don't want to have that. Don't let another dude come around here and put you on their highlight tape like that, man. It ain't a good look. And then when you go to the Hall of Fame, they over here hollering about, oh, I'm in the Hall of Fame too. Because you know why you got to talk about this streak? Who ended it? Boy, I did. Yeah. We in the Hall of Fame together. Don't get put on no highlight tape like that, Brady. He ain't on nobody's highlight just yet. He come back next season. Chance of him getting on the highlight tape.
Some of his picks.
No. Picks don't count. We talking about you getting folded up. We talking one of them highlights. Like,
career enders.
We don't want him to get folded up. Quarterbacks that can't move get folded up, man.
Yeah, his ACL injury back in, 07, 08. That was just more of a cheap shot. Dude going low. That doesn't count.
Right. Well, technically it wasn't a cheap shot at that time because it wasn't against the rules at that time. Yeah.
I think that did change
They made the rule after that because he got hurt. That's when they changed the rule. They changed the rule always when quarterbacks get hurt. Remember, you could land on quarterbacks. Then it was like, oh, no, they keep getting hurt. You can't land on them no more.
They've taken it too far. I feel like that one made sense, though.
Which one? The
going low at the knees.
Well, they said you couldn't go high at the time. So that's why dudes started to go low. Then they said you can't go low anymore. So then it was like, all right, we'll hit you in the stomach.
It's gone too far. The roughing the passer.
Then they're like, you can't land on him. So we like, well, dang, all right, how do we hit him now? Yeah, we try to do everything to accommodate the quarterback. You realize that, right? Even though the defender, you put him in more harm's way trying to adjust for a guy that's not even doing anything. He just, let me just stand here and feel perfect. We over here going full speed, got a crazy offensive lineman trying to fold us up. We over here do everything we can to finally grab you, and then you want to move a certain way. And it's like, oh, no, that's a flag on you. Yeah, man, bump them quarterbacks.
It's definitely gone too far. Some of these are so bad over these last 5 years. You want me to go over these super chats while we wait for TG?
Absolutely.
Justin Lips Watson, he says, us Canada haters wouldn't be as upset with the senior assistant. They're praying for it.
Yeah, so they can give somebody else the credit. You know that.
Sean McCartney, wish me luck. Sounds like I'll be going to Philly to watch the Super Bowl with my friend who's an Eagles fan. Still repping Steelers with the hat. Okay. But a light green shirt to confuse the mob.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about the people hitting us with the, hey man, do it for the state?
No.
Do it for the Keystone State.
Clowns.
Man, all right. You know,
No, I told you this. It's one team. You got the Steelers.
I'm with you, bro.
There's no second rooting
even
interest.
Even though they got the history though. Technically, like when we all
Eagles.
Yeah, it was all one big family, right? Technically. He's good. He's ready to roll. But yeah, man, we was all one big family once upon a time. Why can't we go back to being the Steagles again, right?
No.
Just for this season?
No, none of that.
That's not how it works?
No.
All right.
It's Steelers or bust.
All right. I guess. We'll see what the homie TG talking about. See what he got to say about some of this stuff here. All right. Alrighty. And I'm going to have to give him, you know what I'm saying? He be trying. I'm talking all crazy. Bye. Oh. Mama, that thing loud.
Hello?
Ew.
Man.
Ew.
My guy.
Uh-oh.
My guy.
Mama, there goes that man.
What's good, bro?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, y'all know who he is. He here every Wednesday with us right now. Yeah, I was about to say every weekend. I was about to say we don't work weekends around here. We do not work weekends. But he's with us every Wednesday. Y'all know what time it is, man. So shout out to my locker mate, Pittsburgh Steelers alum, West Virginia Mountaineer alum.
Almost heaven.
Almost heaven is what they said.
Almost heaven.
Current coach of Florida Memorial. Without further ado, my lock of me, Coach Garvin, Terence Garvin, Coach Garvin. How we doing today, man?
Doing good, man.
And where are you at, man? Are you still in the coaching circle right now? Where we at right now, man?
We're in Florida.
Okay.
Florida.
Okay.
We're nice and calm. We're in Florida. It's all good.
Okay. Shout out to the Florida then. I like it. It's a little snowy up here right now, so enjoy that warmth. Enjoy the warmth.
Down there.
Yeah. We had one of them surprise snows. You know how they do. It just pops up on us, man. But we obviously know we had big news this weekend. Before we even get to these games and stuff like that, we got to talk about the big news that just dropped today.
Yeah.
The GOAT. Now,
the legend.
Now, whoa. Now, is he your GOAT? Because one person on this show thinks that he's not the GOAT. They think that Ben Roethlisberger is the GOAT. So I just need to know, is he your GOAT, or is he just like a GOAT?
He's the GOAT. How is he not the GOAT?
Okay, I'm with you.
Fake GOAT.
What are we talking about?
Fake GOAT.
There's only one GOAT.
7.
That's Tom. Timothy. Johnson. Brady.
That's Tom. Some people feel like your former quarterback is the GOAT.
Not Benjamin.
That's what some people feel, man.
No,
that's
man.
What I'm with you. Seven's that dude, but he ain't the GOAT now.
7 was special. Yeah. 7 definitely special. 7 was a guy.
Yeah.
And now what you see quarterbacks with the changing of the guards, you can really see how special 7 really was.
No, facts.
7 definitely was a guy. But that's Tom. Like, we gotta respect Tom. We call him Tom. That's Tom.
That's Mr. Ring. Yeah.
Tom. We call him Tom for a reason. Tom. Like, Tom don't want 7 of himself, right?
Yeah.
I think the whole name of the game is the quest for 7. Tom got 7.
He did get 7 first as
some cheating going on.
As an individual. He Thanos'd us. That's what he did. He gave us the Thanos.
Tom went and got 7 himself. Tom's a great man. We gotta always love Tom. We don't know what we lost today. You don't know what you lost till it's gone sometime. Like
now
everybody loves to hate the Toms and the Mikes. You don't know what you got.
And the Bronze. Can we throw him in there too? Can we
the Toms,
okay.
The Bronze.
Okay.
You don't know what you got till you're gone. We're gonna miss Tom.
Now we got a question though. I'm under the strong belief that this time is for real. The way he looked in that camera, he gave you 51 seconds of passion. You seen the tear. And that was outside. That's a moment of clarity. That's that, hey man, I was doing my morning meditation. It's real now. I'm at peace. That's what that video was. But
Tom's going to get his family back, man.
But not everybody believes that now. Some people believe that he's only, temporarily retiring. And he's planning to make a return.
No,
do you feel like this official?
No, this is not a fire drill.
This is official this time?
This is the real thing. We will not see Tom again on this side. He's going to go commentate it, but this is it for Tom.
This is it?
49ers job's open for him. You don't think he's thinking about it?
He's not coming back. Tom's done this time. Like, the way he did that, you could feel it. Like,
bro,
he don't want to
seems so real. It seems so real. Like, baby, I don't want you to leave, man. I want us to work, girl. But dang, man, like, I think it's over. Like, he really had this overlook. Like,
yeah, I don't believe JJ's going. I think Tom's going.
JJ gave you the
tweeted.
Remember
Brady.
what they said though? They said you get one emotional long post and then you can come back. Tom did his already and came back, so that's why he gave the short boy. JJ he just dropped the long one. Pause. But now he still got some leeway to come back from this thing.
Yeah, Tom's done this time.
Yeah,
this one's real.
You say he's going to get his family back? They said Giselle already got somebody, man.
Tom.
They said Giselle got somebody, and it's not Antonio Brown either. It's not, even though your boy did start. He got the OnlyFans popping right now, man. Be careful.
OnlyFans,
bro. You seen what he tweeted? I was up late last night when he tweeted something. Now he's hiring on the OnlyFans, but he's looking for a specific set of skills that help you out. Yeah. Some people blow whistles, other people blow other things. He's looking for the alternative for his employment with the OnlyFans situation. So be careful out there. All right?
I understand.
Yeah, but so Brady's done. He's going to find his lady. He getting
JJ
back like
did
that.
tweet at Brady.
What'd he say?
After the news? He said the newly retired group meets at the golf course every morning at 10 a.m. Drinks are on the new guy, so bring your wallet.
Okay.
You still think JJ's coming back?
JJ and Brady to Pittsburgh?
I don't think JJ's that. Brady won't. You know they won't accept Brady to Pittsburgh. It's only one.
Yeah, you can't do that here.
That ain't happening.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's too big. Too. Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. Can't do that. JJ, yes. Tom, nah. Can't do that. It's too way too much.
It's over for Tom.
Yeah.
It's in the movie this time.
Yeah. So
it was a good. Run.
So Kyle Shanahan is week 6. Trey Lance has been inconsistent, and he happens to go down.
Brady gets some of his family situation intact.
Him and Giselle, they're doing public meetups now. You know, they're instead of it just being, hey, you pick them up and I'll pick them up. It's like we'll go together. It's like that type of energy right now. We'll meet up there. So they're in a
when
better
he steps on that stage, isn't he going to be a commentator? That's already set in stone.
Yeah, what was the deal for like 300? Right? It was like 300 something.
325 to do that.
Yeah.
The moment that it clears out, they're going to go ahead and let Tom. The moment Tom steps on that stage, it's over. He's going to be that guy.
So you don't see him pulling a Sean Payton, boof it, and then come back?
No.
TG, you were talking about like the dark side or that itch with JJ Watt. You don't think Brady's going to be feeling it? Or you think the family stuff is overriding it?
I think Brady tried that, came back, gave us a year back.
See, I thought last year was that too. Yep.
I thought he fought all that battles last year. But I think last year was truly a transition year for him. Like, you could see it. He played great. He really did. But it's just different now. He got a lot going. It's not peaceful in a sense. You can probably feel that. I think he's going to go ahead and let it go and go ahead and start his new adventures. And he'll find peace in this, in a sense of, I think he's ready now to leave.
Well, and that's the thing, too. It's like, you could be ready to leave, but, man, you know how I go, TG. None of us are ever really ready to you. Like, when you sit here in that August hit and you like, bro, I usually have pads on right now. September hit, you like, whoa, I'm supposed to be getting ready for a game this weekend. November, December, yeah.
No, you know it's done. Like, you make peace with it. You can feel that. Like, all right, I'm going to let it go.
All right then. So, me and TG say he's done. Deke still holding out hope. Fair enough. All right. Well, the next thing.
Am I on an island with this? I haven't really heard anyone else
right now. When
like
I saw
even
the
on
tier,
mainstream media, I haven't heard anyone say like he could still come back.
It was selfie style. It was low budget. It was literally just him. It was like full transparency. Like, I'm not calling my team. We not editing. It was no captions on the video. That's how you could tell it was like spur of the moment. Like, it was no logo. You ain't see no TB12 in the background. You ain't see there was a Brady production. None of that. It was literally just teardrop. You got the beach in the background, so you know he's still in Florida right now. And he's just like, yo, bro, like, this is the situation. I ain't got it no more. I love you. Thank you.
Thinking about this, I'm gonna just go ahead and do this.
Yeah, I my heart ain't in it no more. Like, yeah.
Well, we'll see how this
take ages. See, man. We shall see. But the other big news we had was obviously Sean Payton, coming out the booth, joining the Broncos, man. How you feel about that decision?
I'm curious what they're gonna have to give up for that.
They gave up a first round for this year, a third round.
No, they gave up a second round next year.
First round this year, second round next year, and in return they got obviously Sean Payton in the third round draft pick.
They got a third rounder from the Saints.
Yeah,
next year.
Next year's third round. Excuse me. Yep.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
They did something. They gave up everything for Russ, and then they gave up everything for Sean. They have no future.
But Sean is the future. If you gotta have a coach, you know that. You gotta have a coach. He's one of them dudes, right?
I mean, he gotta be one of them dudes. They got the coach quarterback now, right?
Well, do you believe in Russ still? That's your other quarterback. You don't,
I think that's
I know you don't believe in you don't want to believe in one of your other former quarterbacks. Do you believe in this one too? Because your other former quarterback had a better season. Just saying.
For Heisman, but
no, I ain't talking about that one. I'm talking about the captain, Mr. You like that?
Nah, you're not.
He had a better season. He had a better season than your other former quarterback. He had a better season than. That's all I'm saying. He had a better.
Taylor Heineke did do all right.
Hey yo, why you playing? Who had the better season, Kirk or Russ? Who was cooking?
Kirk,
Who had a better season?
4th and 8.
Who had the better season, bro? Who had the better
threw
season?
a 3-yard check down for the season. I told you.
Hey, who had the better season? Kirk or Russ, man?
Do that 2 weeks before he did it.
Kirk or Russ? I seen him throw on 4th and 26 to Justin Jefferson 30 yards down the field with the one-hander. I seen that.
I think the better question is who you taking going forward, Russ or Kirk?
Russ.
I'm taking Russ too.
Kirk.
I'll take Russ over Kirk.
Kirk. He still got Justin Jefferson? Kirk. Give me Kirk.
I'm taking Mr. Incredible. Ain't that what he calls us?
Hey, you go ahead. You can roll with Russ, Jerry Jeudy, KJ Hamlin, them dudes.
He's got that Sean Payton now,
I'm rolling with Captain Kirk, Justin Jefferson. That one I'm rolling with.
I'm going with Russ for president. Like, I think Russ will have a good year next year, honestly.
He should,
he should. Sean Payton coming over, it's going to open that offense up. Drew Brees lit it up. Yeah. I've seen greats light it up, you know?
Do you think the expectations go down for Russ because of how this season played out for him, or do you think they increase now with Sean Payton joining?
I think they actually increased tremendously with Sean Payton joining.
That's interesting. Okay. Because that's the thing. I feel like some people feel like Russ is already done, right? The eulogy on him. And if that's the case, then it shouldn't matter. But if people think that this was a one-off, then, yeah, the expectation should be, man, we expecting Breeze and Sean Payton type numbers, that type of productivity on offense.
Yeah. I think that's what we're expecting. We're looking for Russ to come in here and do some and be Russ. Let's be real. He needs to be Russ. Like, we're looking for Russ.
Is he still capable of that though? The system is different. Do you feel like Sean Payton's system was the same way he was running in Seattle?
Yeah, I think Sean Payton would be good. Sean Payton got a year to just sit back and really look at it, see how the world works in terms of the new offense. I'm sure he stole some plays from a couple offenses that he liked.
Oh yeah. Come on, hey, what they say? I don't care where that good idea come from. Hey, go get you one.
Man, it was a play San Fran ran. I promise you, it was a double screen, throw down the middle to the tight end. I watched 5 different teams run that. I promise you. I watched teams in college run it. I seen it ran everywhere after a while.
Well, the NFL, what they say, it's a copycat league. That's the other part of it. Man, let me see you run some plays that look fire. Okay, I bet I'll be doing them.
That's the reason. That's the reason some back struggle, because now you got some film on them.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get that same defense all year.
Yep. Once I see what can't you do? Okay, got it now. Say no more.
Man, New England put the rap sheet out on Lamar like a couple years ago, and everybody had run that defense on the trailer. Like, literally, they put the rap sheet out there. This is what we're doing, and this is how we're gonna do it. And then everybody started doing it. But in terms of Russ, I think Russ will be good. I think this is the year Russ has to step up. Russ is a scramble drill All-American.
Oh no, he is. No, he the best.
He's the best scramble drill out here.
Yeah, he do that. He definitely do that.
Him and Jerry Jeudy will hit the summer. They'll do what they got to do. They'll grow up together. I think Hamler will have a better year next year. He'll be back, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll be back. Yep.
Yeah. I think he'll be the Tyler Lockett form type that he's looking for, that winner in the slot. I think he got all the pieces that he wanted. I know Sean Payton loves the slots. You remember Lance?
Oh, no, absolutely. Come on, man. Lance do that, yeah.
Lance was a Steeler for a minute. Yeah. Shout out Lance.
Shout out to Lance.
He loves the slots. He makes slots elite too. Yeah. You know? So I think he'll be really well over there. I think it'll be a good year for. I think they'll be a playoff type team. I say that.
Okay.
Playoff type team.
Okay.
They got playoff type energy.
Okay.
So that's what I'd like to see them make a little playoff push.
All right. Okay.
That's what we were saying too. For him to come back to the AFC West with
like
Mahomes and Herbert in that division, you have to believe in Russ. Yeah. To a decent degree. And he's going from LA where he was doing all of his broadcasting and stuff. Now he's going out to Denver. We know that's going to be
real relaxing.
Cold, like what, 2/3 of the season?
But it's real relaxing out there. Real relaxing.
Man, the Chargers are going to be somebody to watch out for in that division too. They bringing over Kellen Moore, correct?
Oh yeah. See,
he's going to be.
I like that a lot. Yeah,
and Herbert.
That's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. Watch.
Yeah. That's McVay type. That might be all right.
That's going to be nice.
I'm telling you, keep an eye on them. The Chargers are a team to keep an eye on. I think the Steelers come back next year as a different program.
Yeah.
I think that grows up a lot this summer. A lot.
Well, the thing that I hope happens this summer as well is some of these guys use these Pro Bowl snubs as motivation. I don't know if you're aware of this, man. I know you a Lamar guy, but I also heard you like Tyler Huntley as a number 2. Was your boy really a Pro Bowler this year, man? Huh? I'm gonna call him your boy. You be more. That's your stomping grounds. Tyler Huntley, man. What's up with that, man? Make it make sense to me.
Who pulled out of it?
Not enough.
That one was Josh Allen.
No, chill out. Don't you put that on Josh. See,
he's playing golf. He's out
don't you?
beach.
It was Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow pulled out. Don't put that on Josh. I don't like how you try to do that. I already remember how y'all were last time. I don't like. We ain't going down there again today. All right. It was Joe Burrow who pulled out. And that was why, Tyler was, yeah. Josh is hurt. Josh is injured. Josh is hurt. Josh has a UCL injury. Everybody knows that. Just like Brock Brady. He don't need surgery though, but he has a UCL. We talked about the UCL, the Jets game. Remember that? Oh man, can he keep it going, man? What the Bills gonna do this year? He's still.
When are we gonna start talking about Josh Allen running too much? Like I remember, like
man,
not to go there.
But no, that's been a part of the conversation. That's never changed.
When are we gonna have them talks? Like he gets hurt a lot too.
No, he doesn't.
I didn't like Josh Allen towards the end of the year. I thought his last about 4 or 5 games weren't hot.
That's cool. We ain't tripping on that. He had a UCL injury since week 6, and he got that standing in the pocket throwing the ball. He don't get hurt running. Every time he's gotten hurt, it's been him standing in the pocket, bro.
Man,
like, every single time.
He be jumping over people and
and get up laughing. Yeah, he literally got hurt, and the thing was he slung it and then came back the next play. Brock Purdy had to lead the game. He got to go get his little surgery, his little thing. Josh threw 70 on a rope the next play. That's what Josh did. Yeah,
he's different.
And it was a drop pass. That's also what happened. You remember that play? Hit him square in the chest, and he dropped it 70 yards with the UCL injury. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. But we ain't talking about Josh today, because Josh isn't the reason why Tyler Huntley is in the Pro Bowl. We talking about your boy, B. Moore's finest, Tyler Huntley, being in the Pro Bowl. And what's that mean, man, to the Pro Bowl, baby? What we doing now? No, what's up with this thing, man?
I don't think it mean nothing. They just felt like he was next up. He'll take it. You got to take it. Not bad.
What?
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not a big deal.
Dude, 4 games?
How?
It's great for the soap opera.
He played 4 games.
How? TG,
Only threw 100 yards a game.
TG, how?
Who else from the AFC was going to go?
Kenny Pickett?
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
Your guy.
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
If Tyler Huntley is in the Pro Bowl,
Pickett was next up.
How is Kenny Pickett not in the Pro Bowl? If Tyler
Kenny
Huntley is in there.
I don't think this was the year for...
What is the year for Tyler Huntley?
I know who you asking for. So if Tyler Humphrey didn't make the Pro Bowl, then Kenny Pickett wasn't going to make the Pro Bowl this year.
He would be next up. We're telling you, because
numbers are way, like, his numbers are next in line. Like, he was with Derek Carr the way that they finished this year, man.
All the other alternates, like, are either sitting out due to injury or they sat out like Josh Allen, Joe Burrow.
He made the playoffs.
Huh?
He made the playoffs.
Who?
Bro, did you say Tyler Huntley made the playoffs? Man, if you don't leave me alone, stop this, man. What are you talking about, bro?
Come on,
he
bro.
made the playoff. So if you're Baltimore, then so TG. So basically, what you're saying, if you're Baltimore, then you should let Lamar lead, because you got a Pro Bowl quarterback in Tyler Huntley. Then
I think it was really for the soap opera. I think
let him lead.
And I'm not buying into it's the script before anybody go with that. No, it's not a script.
You sure?
It's not.
It seemed real script-like between the AFC Championship game and now we got this Tyler Huntley in the Pro Bowl. I'm like, all right now. Now we got Brady retiring, Lamar to the Bucks. We got Lamar to the Bucks. Is that next? What was going on next, man?
Lamar is not to the Bucks. Lamar to Atlanta.
To Atlanta? Oh, he'll be a star in Atlanta. He'll be a star.
It makes sense.
He'll be a star.
It makes sense.
He'll be a star down there. Oh, he'll be a star. He's new Vic down there. Oh, my God. He will be a star. Bro, he would be a man.
It makes sense.
Atlanta?
It makes sense.
There's no way it's happening.
I don't see it.
Deciding or helping decide the Ravens' offensive coordinator,
I don't see it. Yeah, but if you put Lamar in Atlanta, man.
He's going to be out of there. They can't work it out. He wants too much. His number is too high. Honestly, his number is just too high.
But there were reports that he's going to tag him. Or they're going to tag him.
But they're allowing him to also be a part of the OC search.
They have to do that. What's that mean?
I'm just saying. I mean, if you're gonna have him be part of the day, like you know what I'm saying, keep him around.
You remember what that boy tell Jerry Maguire? Show me the money.
Hey, facts. Y'all show me the money.
I don't care what you want. I hope you pick whatever you want me to pick. What's up with that check?
Hey, yo, this is crazy. It's crazy, man.
I hope you pick whatever you want me to pick.
This is crazy.
Ooh.
This is crazy.
I'm still gonna need that 200 though.
Bro,
that would be funny if Lamar picks the OC. They never get a contract situation, and they fire the OC before the season even starts.
I'm still gonna need that 200.
I definitely need the 200 all cash.
I'll do everything y'all need me to do. I sit on the side, shades on. I hope them run the plays.
Hey, look, you got a Pro Bowler in Tyler Huntley, so you ain't tripping. Yeah, you ain't tripping. You got a Pro Bowler, you ain't tripping.
He gonna say that.
What drop off? Y'all got a Pro Bowler. Y'all got my replacement right there. Don't and pay him too. Make sure you give him his check. Yeah.
It's 200. It's 200 or better. The number starts at 200 now.
No, it does. That's the floor. That's the floor now.
It's right on the wall.
That's the floor.
It starts at 200.
Yeah, that is definitely the floor, man.
He's bringing down 160s, 180s, 200.
Yeah.
Or don't call me.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting though. That's gonna be interesting right there, man. I like it. Oh, so you really don't believe that Kenny should have been in that Pro Bowl?
So I don't think Kenny.
You really believe that, right? Like, all seriousness, you really don't think that he should have got in over Tyler Huntley?
Humphrey should have got in. I don't think Humphrey should have got in. But I'm not always sure who else could have got in. To where I'm like, well, who else?
Kenny.
Jacoby Brissett?
No, Jacoby shouldn't have got in.
His numbers was better than Tyler.
They might as well threw Tom and what is Tom in there?
It's NFC though, man. Come on, man. Come on, T. Don't you do that to me now. Don't you do that, TG. Don't you be It ain't the 420 episode just yet, man. We got time for that, man.
You know, I was thinking Patriot. I had a moment.
It's all right. It's all right, bro. It's all right. We ain't tripping. We ain't tripping, man. Hey, players mess up too. We ain't tripping, bro. We ain't tripping.
They should go ahead and throw Tom in there anyway because it's Tom. Just like they had just Saturday snap the ball, they should throw Tom in there. Just because you Tom.
Just because it's so.
Hey, do you want me to go over the list of the other AFC quarterbacks?
Yeah, give me who they could have been, though.
Russ.
Let Russ cook. Let Russ cook.
Matt Ryan, Mac Jones, Brissett, Ryan Tannehill.
Give me Mac Jones over him, man.
Mitch Trubisky.
Oh, Mitch
over Huntley. Yes.
No.
What?
So who you taking over Pickett? Pickett's next up.
Man. Probably Russ.
Oh, come on.
Did you say you would take Russ?
Come
Russ
on.
in a year.
Why you being like that, bro? Why you doing that? Why you being like that?
Still Russ.
Why you doing it like that?
What's the festivities without Russ?
Why you being like that, bro? Why you gotta do that? What is wrong?
I think Pickett should have made it. I say that. I told him. I think Pickett should have made it.
He said give him a legacy Pro Bowl, man. He didn't earn the name one.
They put TJ Watt in there. What
chill. Hey, you gotta chill. You gotta chill. That's different because
he did better at his position than Russ did at his.
We lost when he wasn't playing, so that's the justification for him. That's how we justify that. All right, there, yeah.
He showed his value off the field. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Reverse psychology. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, man. That's jump right there.
We talked about that.
I swear. Tell you though, man. It's crazy.
I don't think TJ should have been in there this year.
It's crazy.
But TJ. That's TJ.
Did you hear about that controversy, TJ?
I know that was controversial.
Well, no. TJ ended up sitting out.
No, hold. Let me explain it before Deke talks.
Next
Let
up
me explain.
is Highsmith, right?
No. TG, just listen to me. I'm going to explain what happened, and we can talk about it. Okay. TJ Watt plays outside linebacker, OLB. Right? Yes. OLB. TJ decided to opt out, and the NFL decided to award an all-pro OLB with his spot. Deke thinks it's personal because of where the guy plays at. But the guy's an all-pro. So that has to count for something, right?
He's all-pro.
Thank you. So, TJ Watt set out and they might have put Matt Milano, who plays 4-3 will outside linebacker, but still, they both play outside linebacker, and he was an All-Pro, so that's got to count, and that's ultimately why Alex Highsmith isn't in the Pro Bowl right now. You know
It's a different.
they OLB though, right? They both OLB.
I just feel like the Steeler edge rusher sits out. The Steeler edge rusher that has 14.5 sacks should get in.
That does make sense, yes, but that was not on the Buffalo Bills. That's all I'm saying. Okay,
there's a lot of janky stuff that happened with the Bills.
His body's so nasty. Like,
he's been looking at the Bills stuff a lot and pointing fingers that direction. Matt Milano he should have been a Pro Bowler regardless. He was first team All Pro.
But Milano's more of an inside linebacker.
He's a 4-3 outside linebacker. He's an outside linebacker. Yeah,
classified as an outside.
He's outside linebacker, man.
Zach Thompson type. So it's like
OLB. It says OLB.
Yeah, I mean, he should be in there. I just think those should be linebacker. They should add another number to it, really, if that's the case.
Or treat it like, or give me like the 3-4 and we got a 4-3 version, like some, yeah.
Treat it like a flex. Like this is the 4-3-1. Call it a flex because it's such a different spot.
Yeah,
but it's safe. But yeah, Milano should be a Pro Bowler for sure.
Yeah,
he should be in there. Like no matter what the combo is.
Yeah. Now Highsmith was snubbed by other people though. Yeah.
I think Bradley Chubb got in over Highsmith as well.
That's
egregious.
What did he do this year?
Not much.
He's Bradley Chubb, but he got paid.
Yeah, he got paid and he's a name, but bro, Alex had 14.5 of them things. You feel me? He had a year.
Yeah, good year. He do that again, it's gonna get weird.
Like do the comparison.
Right, 8 sacks for Chubb. Highsmith had 14.5. I'm just looking at Chubb's stats right now. I know Highsmith had more tackles and tackles for losses too. Yeah, it's just a shame. Just a damn shame.
It was snubbed.
Let me confirm he made it because maybe I just saw that in passing. No, he did. Yeah, Khalil Mack is sitting out. Highsmith should have got in over Khalil Mack to begin with because he did better than him.
But Khalil has the name.
Mack sat out, and Bradley Chubb replaced him instead of Highsmith. Wow, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
It's tough, though.
The Pro Bowl's a joke.
Popularity contest.
It is.
Why did Hundley get in, though?
I seriously can't. Like, I get the popularity contest part. I still don't get the Tyler Huntley part though. That's still the one for me. That's the one that doesn't add up. That math does not math. Granted, if you watch the Ravens play with Huntley and you might have some juicy in you. Yeah, you might look at him and be like, oh, that looks like Lamar, but that's not Lamar. It's not. So how do you give him that type of accolade? Pro Bowl.
I just don't know what in there, and I'm joking about the picket, but it's still kind of like. Is that what you put in there at this point? Like, no disrespect, but then it just no.
You get him in there. That's the point, though. If Huntley's getting in, like Pickett, 100% deserves it over him.
I think they're the same neck and neck. If that's the case, I think Huntley's more popular in the moment. He went to the playoffs.
TG, come on, TG.
We watched them playoffs.
Come on.
We watched him play off. He almost took down Joe.
He lost in the playoffs because of him. He was one that fumbled it. Remember the statement, JK? Man, if we had Lamar, we would have won. You even said you agree with that statement. How you going to agree with that with a Pro Bowl-led quarterback?
They still should have gave it to JK.
JK ain't no Pro Bowler. Tyler Huntley's the Pro Bowler. I think they went with the right decision. They had to go with the Pro Bowler, man.
TG, Huntley played 4 games. He had averaged 100 yards per game and like a 40 QB rating.
I understand. I'm with you. I see what you see. I see it. Like I can't really justify his distance in that moment.
It's bad. It's bad.
But I just don't think there was anybody else to put in there. And you keep saying 8, but I'm like, I don't think 8 should be in there neither.
But 8 over Huntley, at least that
8
version.
8 is next up.
At least that version.
With all the guys that sat out and had injuries, like 8 was next up. Because I gave you the other list, like the Matt Ryan, the Tana, all those other guys. It's Pickett, right? Pickett's next up.
Unless you're a Pickett hater.
I mean, I'm not a Pickett hater. I sent my apology letter
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, you're switching
You know what I'm
rules
saying?
here.
I was like, yeah. If he was at West Virginia, if he was a WVU guy, you was beating the table for Geno. You beat the table for Geno. You beat the table for Geno. That's all I'm saying.
The throws and shit.
You was beating the table for Geno.
Yeah. They should put an extra NFC guy in there.
Who should that be?
That's what they put there. They should just put extra NFC.
So Geno's a Pro Bowl to you? What you telling me?
For sure.
I think he did make it.
I thought he did too. Yeah,
he made
He
it.
don't make the Pro Bowl.
All I'm saying is though,
Geno starting in the Pro Bowl most likely.
Geno had a year. Shout out to Geno. They wrote him off. He ain't right back. Major love for Geno. Major love for Geno. It still don't take away from the fact though. Kitty gotta be in this thing, man.
I just don't think you put a Pro Bowl this year.
I feel like this is a slam dunk question we're giving you too. Just say Kenny Pickett over
like,
Russell Wilson and Tyler Huntley for the Pro Bowl. That's
Tyler
all.
Huntley is in. Nope, Russ is in.
I'm with you. I'm gonna stand on that. I'll take that. I think Kenny was the best of them.
The best of them.
I give him.
Why are you so specific how you setting your bar, man? What's going on, man? Are we taking steps back?
My apology in.
Okay. Because it seems, I don't know, man.
It sounds like TG's taking the Pro Bowl really seriously, but off the basis that Huntley is in it, I don't think we should take it seriously at all. So Pickett should be in.
Like, you still got to respect the Pro Bowl. It's the Pro Bowl.
No, it matters. That's the thing. It still does matter. It absolutely
matters.
Yeah.
The Pro Bowl. It's a lot to put that next to your tag.
Come on.
Pro Bowler.
Hey, whether you talk with money doing them contract when you retire, yeah.
We're not going to put Pro Bowler Kenny Pickett on him right now. We're not going to do that.
I feel like we should.
But if you're doing Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley, like that is crazy.
If
right
Huntley's
now.
in, and also, I mean, I'd take Kenny Pickett over Derek Carr. Derek Carr was one of the alternates too.
They should put Derek Carr in there.
He did get in.
He was an alternate as well, though.
Okay.
I say Pickett gets in over Carr.
So Carr got in because Josh Allen sat out.
Who's in right now?
Carr, Huntley, and Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. Yep.
Where's Herbert?
Shoulder surgery.
He see everybody hurt. All the good ones hurt. Okay. Josh hurt. You know.
Lamar, he's hurt.
Yeah.
Tua, concussion.
He got cleared today though. Shout out to Tua.
Mahomes, Super Bowl.
Yep.
Burrow sitting out. Josh Allen sitting out.
Josh is resting his injuries. Joe Burrow is sitting out. It's a difference. Let's clarify that.
Put Pickett in there. If that's what we're doing.
That's all I'm saying.
If that's what we're doing, I see what you're trying to ask.
You see what I mean? Like
Tannehill
he was hurt. Too. He was iffy.
Yeah.
Tannehill's cool. He's not trying to do it.
I don't think Tannehill had a year like that either, though.
No.
Like, what are we talking about? Not a Pro Bowler.
We're simply saying at this stage of
all those guys, we just went through all the guys sitting out in injury. So like Pickett's next up.
So at this stage, this is why I think Kenny does fall into this slot right here, man.
Yo, for 2 seconds you said Mitch Trubisky and you had a little about it. Like, what are we talking about?
I said Trubisky over Huntley.
I would have thrown Mitch over Trubisky. I mean Mitch over Huntley.
What are we talking about?
I would have put Mitch over Huntley. I would have put Mitch over Huntley too.
Talking about the Pro Bowl, and you're just
Huntley's in the Pro Bowl.
Tyler Huntley is officially
cut the name off of it.
Bro, he's officially a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, if that's what we're doing, that should get no onus. Like, some people get bonuses over this.
Bro, a lot of people get bonuses off of, you know how many contracts has Pro Bowl escalator in it? You don't think Tyler Huntley is going to get a Pro Bowl escalator in his contract right now? Of course he is.
Yeah, like, I think it has too much value for you. You're just asking for a guy at this point.
But
like
the guy that you asked for is Tyler Huntley at this point. Bro, that's what I'm saying.
For 2 seconds.
Bro, at this point, Mitch Trubisky is more valid than Tyler Huntley to me at this point.
And bring somebody from the NFC over.
Well, I would do that too if I put Tyler Huntley in there. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, for them to say that Tyler Huntley is the guy that we settled on, for that to be the name you settled on, I'm like, bro, you could have went way. It's too many other directions you could have went. NFC, Mitch, Kenny, Tannehill. Shoot. You could throw Jared Statham in if you wanted to.
They should just do a fan control game and just try to ask.
Absolutely. But when you throw Tyler Huntley in there, and we know the significance of the Pro Bowl. When we talk Cam Hayward getting the nod for the Pro Bowl, man, we know that is crazy for his legacy, crazy for him in terms of just trying to be a Hall of Fame. We know it's important. But to say in the same exact breath that Cam Hayward being a Pro Bowler this year is the same as Hey, Tyler Huntley's a Pro Bowler this year. Those two things ain't right, man. Them two things ain't the same.
I agree with you. I agree with that.
I'll
take
bro.
that.
It's bad, man. It's bad. But I know you was gonna rock with him because, like I said, man, that's your guy. Shout out to Tyler Huntley, man. Shout out to Tyler Huntley.
Shout out to T. Huntley, man. Pro Bowler. Put that on your resume. Pro Bowler. That's me.
Hey, yo, he's good for the rest of his life. He's good, man. When you show up, you're Pro Bowler now. You're official. No, seriously, man. I'm happy for him, man. Salute him. The politics, it's the whole Pro Bowl, though, how I view it now, man. It's just bad business, man. But it still matters, and that's the issue.
I just think it holds too much weight for that. And I think that's my problem with it.
Yeah.
It holds so much weight. For you just to say somebody's a Pro Bowler, that's a big deal.
Right. And for them to throw that on him versus some of the others is like, yo, this is it begs the question. That's why we had to talk about it. You know that. Man. That's craziness, man. It's craziness.
Talk playoff games?
Oh, shoot. Yeah. I forgot. We ain't right with your sister. Yeah. NFC, AFC championship game, man. How'd you feel about all that action over there, man?
Man, I felt terrible for San Fran. Like, I wanted to see it. Because I don't think we got our question answered.
Yeah, we didn't. We didn't get our question answered.
So it's like it's tough that we gotta move on without getting our questions answered. But I think the Eagles look good right now. I think that's a strong team.
Yeah.
I think they run the ball. Like I think they do have 2 Hall of Famers on their O-line. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Hey man, you in the whip? Where you going, man?
You putting us on Bluetooth?
Hey bro, you in the whip right now, man? Where you going to, man? Where we going?
Yeah, I did just hop in the whip.
You know what I'm saying, man? We in the Bentley. I know you got the Bentayga down there. Where you heading to now, man? Don't get no recruiting violations over there. You pulling up in the Lambo. What you got?
Today's National Signing Day, man. Shout out all them guys that signed.
Let's go, man. So what you pulling up on them, man? Where you taking the Tesla to with the butterfly doors, man? Where you at right now, man? I know you got the wings up. I know you got the wings up.
I don't have the
You got the top down there. I see you with the top down. You got your hair blowing. Talking about, yeah, man, I do this, baby. This is what I do. I say you shine. You see me shining. Like, yeah, man.
Can I ask a question? How does Steeler Nation feel Juju's in the Super Bowl?
And Wob in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. we got double dose Super Bowl action. Yeah. Well, one, they've been making a push to return back to Pittsburgh.
I heard that.
Yeah.
What's that about?
They hindsight 2020. We chose to it, and we seen what it looked like a couple years later right now.
Sure. I think the breakup broke up, though. You got to go to West Coast. You should go to the Chargers. He'd be a good Charger.
If he wins the ring, I think he does.
Yeah, he'd go back home. Go to the Chargers or the Rams. He'll be a good
Go somewhere nice. Go relax.
Yeah, go back home. Yeah. He's from L.A. He's a Cali kid.
Yeah.
Be a Cali kid. You want a Super,
Yeah.
But
if he doesn't win one, where'd Juju go?
Go to Cali.
Still going to Cali either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Herbert.
Okay.
Or Rams. Something like that. Maybe Vegas. I think he fits the persona that they were like out there.
Oh, in terms of like the star celebrity vibe, yeah.
Yeah, the celebrity, the
sure.
star. They want that. That's what they like, I don't know. I don't see him coming back to Pittsburgh.
Now what about Hargrave?
I can see that. Yeah, I can see them making up. I can see that for sure. Yeah, I can see that for sure. I don't know what his tag gonna be, what his numbers is gonna be like. I don't know how much longer. How much longer is the Cam going for?
Well, that's what we get. This the off season to find out.
How much longer do we have?
Yeah. This a decision this year because they still got Larry Ogunjobi who came in balled out. They got to decide if they're gonna pay that or not. And then with Cam, they got to decide if they're gonna keep paying that or are they gonna have that conversation where it's like, hey, take this pay cut or else.
You might got to break keys with it. Take a little.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right. Yeah.
Take what you get. Just stay in the bit. But I don't think you give Cam or else. I don't think Cam ever gets Orioles. And that sounds crazy because Troy even got Orioles.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, they did it to Troy.
Yeah. I just think Cam, and this might come off crazy sounding, but I think Cam is so different in the sense of he does so much in the community. He does so much on the, like, he's just such the leader of that unit, that young unit.
Yeah, but Troy brought you rings.
Troy was Troy.
Yeah, you feel me? Like,
but I feel like Troy was the leader of that older unit.
He was. No, I'm with you on that. Yeah,
that older unit
Cam's
was
the
pushed
leader
out
of the
at
new wave. Yeah, Cam's the leader of the
still,
new wave. Yeah,
he's still the leader of the new wave.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this how you do this. Yo, like, Nas, here's the tree, or like, you know, little
but
stuff.
But
like,
is that more valuable than what Javon Hargrave brings to the table right now?
Yeah, because I think he still gives you the play too.
Okay.
You know, I could see if the play went down with it a little bit. And Troy still gave you the play.
Well, yeah, because the reason why I say that about Cam is this. Yes, Cam still gives you the play. Does he give you that play at this type of level for maybe another season? Whereas when you talk in Hargrave, that's not a 1-season investment. That's a 4 or 5 year investment. But if you don't get, heck yeah, right now, absolutely.
How old is Hargrave?
You said how old is he? Hargrave's what, 29? Yeah. Let's pull it up.
So is it a 4 year?
Pull him up.
It's like a 2-3 year. It's about the same as Cam.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
He's 29.
He's 29. Cam is already what, 34?
29.
How? I'm 34. I'm gonna be 35. Yeah, Cam 34.
So it's about the same.
Hargrave's about to turn 30 in 6 days.
Yeah, Cam is 4 years older than him. Cam already 4 years older.
Hargrave had a good year this year too, huh?
Pro Bowl again?
Like
balled out again?
14 times.
Yeah, back to back, balled out. Yeah.
I think his contract with the Eagles was like what, double digits, like 10 or 11 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna get out of Philly though? He might not get out of Philly. They might let Fletcher Cox retire, and they might let Hargrave be the guy over there. He might not get out of there.
If he
They're
is
old
though,
over there.
if he
they got
though.
People like.
But they got the same situation like Cam.
They got people like Sue over there.
It's the same situation as Cam.
Yeah, it's the same over there.
Same, yeah.
But
same situation.
I think they got first dibs though.
True.
You know,
who do they got to pay over there though? Let's see who else they got to pay over there.
Hurts.
Oh.
Not yet. Not yet.
This? No.
It will be. It'll be his third year. This is when they quarterbacks that perform, they get their extensions.
Yeah.
But they'll get him straight later.
Like Burrow will get his. Herbert. Like those guys are all due.
Is AJ's all set, right? AJ's set.
AJ got his deal when he came over. Devontae's still on the rookie deal.
Devontae's on the rookie deal.
Hassan
Kelsey's
Riddick.
gonna retire.
They paid Hassan Riddick. They paid Hassan in free agency last year.
That's cool.
You're gonna lose You're losing Bradbury, so you gotta replace Bradbury because they paid for that. That wasn't homegrown. They paid for that. You still got Slay.
Okay. Okay. You got your core. They got CJ.
Oh, they just drafted Davis too.
Oh yeah, Jordan Davis. That's the guy they drafted. Yeah, he's another one. Yeah.
So maybe Hargrave is a little replaceable.
Yeah, because they took Jordan in the first round.
Yeah, they took Jordan in the first round. Mm-hmm. So you see that's what they're gonna do. They'll just grow up, if that makes sense.
For sure. Well, yeah, I would definitely love Hargrave if he could come back here. But
I can see Hargrave coming back.
But you're right. Yeah, I didn't think of Philly trying to keep him.
I can see Philly trying to keep that though. That's what I mean. Like I don't know if that's going to be available.
I just think that's a lot of money over there. It's a lot of miles getting fed over there, man.
I hear you. Yeah. But they might, if you win the Super Bowl, everybody eats.
Oh no, facts. I just don't know if he eats there though. That's what I'm saying because everybody's going to eat, like you said. We all going to get paid.
You know how that goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see him. Yeah, I can see him being back.
I like it then, man.
We'll see. I think Cam is here. I think Cam is here as long as he wants to play football.
Okay. As long as Cam wants to play, he got the green light.
Yeah, I think Cam has that light.
Does he get hit with a Ben Roethlisberger at any point in time?
I can see. I can see that. He's expensive, I get it, but he's not expensive. He's not in there killing them. Like
he's at that price point where it's like it's worth a conversation.
Yeah.
But you could make a case either way. It ain't all the way bad just yet with his numbers.
I'd be curious to see how. I'm curious to see that. That's gonna be a curious story. That's gonna be an interesting story. Cam got his brother in the building.
Yeah.
I can see Cam kind of. Yeah, I could see Cam kind of. I could see Cam kind of being like, I'm cool.
Man, you got back in the car? Did you get back in the car? You done went to where you went. You leaving again, man? Where you went, bro? You did a whole trip while you talking. This is crazy. I love it. I love it. He said, I got to park the whip. You know how he got let a man park the Billy. He going to get somebody to recruit right now. Like, yo, come on, man. Who you selling a dream to right now? I know you down there selling a dream to somebody. You in somebody mama house telling them all, oh, yeah, man, yo, so he going to the league too. Yeah, absolutely. Who you selling the dream to like that, man?
I'm not selling.
Let's go. But no, man. So, I'm trying to think. Did I forget anything? We got our Brady in there. We got our Payton in there. We got our Russ in there. That's the Brady one.
Brady's this is a national day.
That caught us all off. I wasn't ready when I woke up to see that. I wasn't ready for that. Yeah, I was not ready for that, man. I was not ready for that. Yeah. I got the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. How, man? We ain't even there yet, man. That's next week, man. That's next week. He said, just in case you ain't know, I was gonna let you know ahead of time.
Okay.
Hey, that's next week. All right, we're gonna tap in though. We'll tap in. Let's get it.
My God.
But as always, though, man, you already know it's appreciated. You know what I'm saying? We ever get to tap in, so absolutely to that. Stay safe out there in them streets, man, and go get you some more of them kids, man. Sign it to you. Keep selling them drinks to them dudes too, man.
All right, I appreciate you.
My dog. Already. Peace. Got the locker mate right there, Terence Garvin. Shout out to him. Taking a little time with us. And wherever he was rolling too.
Is it just me or did he get extremely faded as we went on?
Oh, no, he definitely got faded. I promise he got faded, bro. Absolutely. I could hear it in his tone. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, yeah.
I think it was as soon as he got home.
He enjoying something right now. Yep.
Because he was pretty good at the beginning. And then you could just hear things starting to decline a little bit.
Absolutely. We are on the same page.
Oh, yes. Decline. What way you want to phrase it? He got a little bit more chill.
He was
a little bit
more
relaxed.
He was more relaxed. Yes. He was a lot more relaxed. That is pretty funny, though.
Well, where do we want to go from here?
Let's tap into the supers, and then after that, we'll hit this final topic where we talk about some of these off-ball. Actually, yeah. Let's do these supers. Let's catch up on those.
I do have a question for you, though.
I got an answer for you, too, bro. Let's do it, yeah. Bro, can I just tell you something, man? Can I tell you something, bro? The research, man, like, I'm all over the place right now, and I'm happy as heck. I just want to let you know that.
Okay.
I feel amazing.
Good.
Just in case you ain't know.
Okay.
It's hitting more now. Sometimes it's like a
you
slow
and TG were on the same level.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it's like,
maybe some of his wavelengths like transferred over through the phone or something.
Either that or my when I was researching, sometimes you got to mix it up. Sometimes you want the natural with the plant-based and the smoke to come off it. And other times you just take the little edible it's like, after that you be good. But one has a little bit slower of a release. I feel like it's releasing no Deke. Towards the end of the call.
You want me to ask you for these super chats or after?
Let's do it beforehand. While I'm still here. Yeah. Who knows?
Okay.
I feel like we in danger zone real quick, man. That's what I had to talk this through. Yeah.
We got to be talking about hot routes right now.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Definitely talk hot routes, man. I did see the comment.
Did you hear about this?
I did.
Big Ben podcast had Pat Frymuth on.
Shout out to 7 too, man. Shout out to 7 making noise over there. Shout out to him.
Asked Pat, hey, what's the difference between playing with me as quarterback versus Kenny? And then Pat says, listen, dude, it was weird this year because we didn't have hots. Whereas, last year with you, you could just do something with your helmet and you would be telling Deontay, all right, do a little slant and be a 12-yard completion.
Yeah.
This year, he's like, we had none of that. What's your take?
To me, man, I thought it was a combination of a couple of things. Number one, it made sense when you talk about Ben having that autonomy because Ben is a Hall of Famer. It also debunks some of the comments that were made about 7 not having the ability to check plays at the line of scrimmage because
He did what he could.
because that was one of the criticisms.
He did what he could.
That was one of the
Canada was
criticisms.
setting him up
Chill out.
for disaster.
Nah. See, it can't
Ben
be
had to
both
make
now.
the most of it.
Now y'all want to spin it. That's all I'm saying because that was the narrative with 7 in Canada. That 7 could not switch plays at the line of scrimmage. That 7 did not have that autonomy.
Must have been those
and
first 3 quarters.
And now we have confirmation from both of those guys, Pat Fryermuth and 7, that was actually inaccurate. He did have the autonomy to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage. He didn't have to wait to get a green light. That was confirmed right there. So that was the first thing that I was like, interesting. But it does make sense in the sense of one is a veteran quarterback, one is a rookie quarterback. The other thing is the rookie quarterback wasn't the day one starter. So when you're talking about just the preparation and how we're rolling it out for Mitch versus how they would be rolling it out for Kenny, when they're looking at Mitch and they're getting him to get comfortable with the offense, for Matt Canada, it could be simply as, man, I'm going to take my time installing it. Now, we can critique, do you give a guy more on his plate if you're Mitch Trubisky? You can make the case, hey, should he have given Kenny more on his plate early on? I think with both scenarios, though, what do we see in the first half of the season? Turnovers, inconsistent play from both of those guys. Whether it be a flash or whether it be something bad, it just wasn't enough consistency. So I think early on it made perfect sense to not have any hots or anything else to overcomplicate. I think in the second half of the season, it was just more so we're going to button this thing up and protect Kenny, protect this offense, and say what is the bare minimum that we can run that is still going to keep us effective, but is going to keep us from turning this ball over. And from there, we will see it start to expand a little bit more as it got later in the year. Now, hopefully, that was just a year one thing. And now they can all be on the same page and agree like, hey, Kenny, man, you're capable of this. Let's put more on your plate and let's see, can you actually operate? But I think last year, man, with the stakes being what they were, when we got to the bye week, man, we talked about it. Our record was not good. We weren't in a situation where we're like, yo, man, we ready to go get it. We talking about, yo, should we tank? Should we blow it up and all this other stuff? So I think for them, it's just more so that approach of, yo, we're not going to give you a lot on your plate. And I think even playing here defensively, when early on we couldn't check out of blitzes. We couldn't alter our blitzes. If you called strong fire zone, it didn't matter. If you and everybody in the stadium knew it, we had to run it. I think of year 3 in that defense, and we checking every day. Man, we might check from one blitz this way to a whole nother exotic blitz, something totally different coming from over there because we were all comfortable and the coaching staff trusted all of us to not just one person be on that page, everybody on that same page, because that's the other dynamic too. Remember, we had a lot of young players out there. So it's just like, I get it. Yes, you want him to be able to have hots, and it seems like something that's so mundane. Like, oh, what you mean you don't have a hot, man? Everybody has a hot. Even in high school have a hot. That's cool. But at the same time, when you think about the state that we were in at that time, with the turnovers and how we were trying to progress in season, with the quarterback changing and stuff like that, I could just understand them simply saying, man, we're not going to give you anything else on your plate offensively. We're going to dumb this thing down to make it fail-proof. We want to make it where you can't mess this thing up. So instead of you asking yourself, RPO or not, or what's this box look like or not, because that's another difference too. A hot route is very different than you reading the box and you saying, hey, I got 2 calls. I got to run play and a pass play. And we just reading the box and we're going to adjust to get us on the right call. The hot route is when you see something and it's like, hey, I trust what I see. I trust what my eyes are telling me. Hey, you on the same page? Let's go.
Run this route.
To throw that on a rookie or even throw that on Mitch at that time, you got to really trust them dudes. I don't fault Matt Kennedy if he didn't trust them dudes like that.
It could have been a Tomlin thing,
that's
too.
what I'm saying. It could have easily been all of that. Yeah.
That's the funny thing,
'Cause
because
they're
you know
young
people
players,
are
man.
running
Yeah.
with this and saying Matt Canada's incompetent.
Yeah.
Why
And
don't
I
we have
get
hot
it.
routes in our offense?
Well, and like I said, I get why they would take it because it's low-hanging fruit. And, yeah, we want our offense to be explosive and all this other stuff. But to me, just because you're capable of calling hot routes doesn't mean you're going to have success. No different if you're capable of throwing the ball 40 times. Doesn't mean that every 40 throws that you have are going to all be touchdown passes. Sometimes it's less about the style point. Sometimes it's less about proving something. It's more so about what's going to get the job done. And I felt like this season, it got to that point where it was more so, what's going to get the job done?
We were running the ball a lot.
Yeah, what's going to get the job done? To add a hot route doesn't take long. But you have to ask yourself.
Because that could be something done specifically between the quarterback and the receiver, correct?
Absolutely. So it's like when we talk about the hot route, that's something that can easily be added. But at the same time, if that's not what I want you focused on right now, why are we going to waste time in season working on this hot route when we need to be worried about, can we run this ball effectively? Can we run this play action pass effectively? And can you make sure you catch this ball when I throw it to you effectively? That's why I think it's like that. Now, if this is still happening next year, yeah, major issue. But I think with this season, to me at least, I just looked at it a little bit differently because of all the context with it. But like I said, I could understand why people would get upset about it because, yeah, it's like, oh, man, it's the NFL. Everybody should have hot routes. Kenny's most pro-ready. And we get that. But we also said just because you're most pro-ready does not mean you are ready to be a starting professional quarterback above reproach. You still have to go through the growing pains. You still have to go through that process. So, like I said, I get it. But it can't still be that way. That's the other. Like, just make sure we clear on that. Can't be like that going forward. But I do anticipate that being very different when you talk about Kenny having a full offseason where they're going to actually be paired together, building this offense up together. Like, yo, Kenny, what do you feel comfortable with? Remember the whole conversation? Like, I think that's also going to come back to play and really help these guys out a lot with that. But, yeah, I could definitely understand why everybody was reacting like that, though, man.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking, too, especially with how Big Ben reacted to it. So Freiermuth said all that. And then whenever it got back to Big Ben, he was like, "Oh, Kenny will learn that as he goes." Like it was like one of those things where he wasn't surprised. Yes. It's probably going to be something that naturally develops
because players understand the development and learning curve at this level. Fans and media typically, when you give a guy he's ready to play or he's the most pro ready, they just assume that he's ready to come in here and be the guy. And it's like, yo, we like his talent, we like his potential, and that's why you feel he's pro ready. We're just simply saying he has the smallest learning curve of the guys that are coming out, but it's still a learning curve. And if you throw too much on a guy's plate, you're either going to sink or swim. You don't want to do that in year one if you can avoid it. And I think the Steelers understood that they could avoid that this year. They didn't have to throw Kenny into the deep end and say survive or drown. We would have known if they would have done that. If it would have been the week one starter, training camp, OTAs, that would have been a survivor drown. They decided that we're not going to do that. We're going to make sure that we take our time with you to put you in the best situation as possible. And I think that's the approach that they took with this. But yeah, it will continue to expand because Kenny has also done what? He's shown that he's capable of it now. You watch Kenny the first 4 games. If you tell me about a hot route, I'm like, bro, get out of here. I don't think he's ready for a hot route. You look at him the second half of the season, it's like, no, he's earned the right to have hot routes. He's earned the right to be trusted with the offense, with audibles. But you don't just give anybody that. Like, nah, let me see that you could do it.
That's what I was curious about, too. Like, did Big Ben have hot routes his rookie season? Did Tom Brady have hot routes his rookie season? Could you imagine Bill Belichick giving Brady, like, autonomy? Oh, yeah, just go on hot route.
But that's why I said it's low-hanging fruit, because we already got people complaining about Canada. You already know he's the hot topic for whatever we want to say negatively about the offense. You say this right here, oh, you know, hot routes. It was like, oh, yeah, I told you that's why you should have fired him. And it's like, no. But if you're looking for a reason, if you're looking for a narrative, this is just something for you to go with. But that's why I said, from my perspective, like, I don't see it like that. It's like, no, let the kid earn his right. And he's done that. You saw him develop. I don't need him to be going out here throwing picks for hot routes for a pissing contest just to simply say we got hot routes. You know how many quarterbacks do that? It's like, great, cool, but you turn the ball over. Does that make you a better quarterback? Does that make that coordinator better because, hey, this guy got hot routes. He's throwing picks on the hot routes, but, hey, he has hot routes. I'm good on that, baby. Yeah, give me the guy that's going to make sure we effective and we win it. We got that combo right now. We saw those dividends paying off. I'm ready to see what we go to from here. I do anticipate hot routes coming, though, because, yeah, that's a natural stage. That's how you grow with this thing, but you can't throw all that on the person's plate year one, man. It's just crazy. At least at the NFL level it is. Maybe at college where like other people have played, or high school other people have played, maybe it's not as hard. Maybe y'all just throw them out there and everything's good. But from my experiences at this level, man, it's not like that. You got to give these guys training wheels at time, regardless of how pro ready they say they are, because this level is different.
Hot routes or not,
yeah,
I know what I saw after the bye. The offense doing good.
Yep.
Kenny Pickett only throwing 1 interception. Him having game-winning drives. Him being effective. So hot routes are not like. So should we have matter?
Like? Do we need to sub that off for hot route? That's what I'm trying. You know what I mean? Like that's
my initial reaction was too. It was a little dry. I'm like, yeah, Kenny should have hot routes. Yeah. But then I thought about it more. It's like, what if Tomlin didn't really find that as a priority? Because I'm sure if they wanted to, they could have. Because there was that report out there. No, Kenny said it himself in the McAfee interview. Yeah, he started to, I think, get with Tomlin in some of the early week meetings with the coaches.
Yeah.
So, like, if they wanted to say, hey, man, we got to start opening this up, do some hot routes, they probably could have done it.
When you see this right here, check this right here. Or when you see this right here, man, you can give him a little nod, and this is the route we're going to try to work on. Absolutely.
but obviously it wasn't priority because Kenny was in those meetings, and he also said like Tomlin would lay out how the games would go before we got into
Tomlin
Sunday.
does that, bro. Tomlin does that.
Like this is what we need to be looking for.
Tomlin
so
does that.
It felt like second half of the season. I don't think our eyes are lying to us that the goals were to run the ball, play good defense, don't turn the ball over, clutch up on third downs and late in the game, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Hot routes.
Like
Again,
said,
I want Kenny to have hot routes. Like I want, especially going forward, I want him to have more autonomy of the offense. But for this last season and his rookie year,
that's all I'm saying, bro.
Was Brock Purdy getting hot routes with the Niners?
Like, it just.
I'm like actually genuinely curious, but does it matter?
That's my thing. Were we winning? Were we effective? Was Kenny playing his best ball the second half of the season? Yes or no? Like,
Absolutely.
That's how I look at it. If we want to fish for different reasons, like, cool. I'm not a narrative guy, though. We've talked about that at numerous times, man. So
like if the offense starts sucking next year and we want to start talking hot routes, fine. But if the offense is good, who cares?
And what if
what I'm witnessing on Sundays are wins and points up on the board by the offense?
I'll even go a step further. And if we got hot routes and the offense is looking bad because of the hot routes, I'll be over here like, take the hot routes out. if I'm seeing Kenny doing this at the line of scrimmage, this at the line, and they bad play, I'm hey, stop that. I don't want to see no more of that. All right? But until otherwise, I'm good right now, man.
Okay, super chats. Q Moats. Why did they get rid of?
I'm glad you brought that up.
Pro Bowl in Hawaii. I was actually like genuinely curious.
Yeah. I do remember seeing it. That's funny you said that though. I did want to talk about that too. I'm glad you remember that. Yeah, because when I saw it, I'm like, as soon as I saw people react, I'm like, well, first I was on Twitter, so you already know how this is gonna go. They posted up there for a reason. I get it. But it's like, bro, it's not like that. And you could tell in Ben's reaction the same way. I saw the same thing. It's
I don't
like,
know if Moose would have even said that if it was going to be that big of a deal.
Yes,
right.
Because he's not trying to. Nobody want to piss off their boss like that. You go out there and you start talking like that. That is your real boss too. Your OC, like, yeah, you ain't doing nothing like that. Nah, not at all. And that's not Moose's energy either. So yeah, man, I'm with you on that though.
Q asks Moats, why did they get rid of the Pro Bowl in Hawaii? That was the last time it was fun.
They just started moving it. I forgot why they changed they started doing different locations, but it was like AZ, then they did the one in Miami the year the Super Bowl was down there.
Was it too much travel stuff?
Well, I know it's like the cost of it is crazy when it was going to back and forth to Hawaii and stuff like that. But yeah, I just remember they started like moving it around. Then they did Vegas, did a couple of spots. Yeah,
that would make sense as to why. Less travel, and you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe takes the cost down a little bit.
But then I wondered. Well, I do know some guys that talked about the Pro Bowl. One of the things that they liked a little bit more was when it wasn't in Hawaii, when it was here, because most of the time when you go to the Pro Bowl, you're bringing people with you, family or your teammates, stuff like that. They were simply saying like, "Yo, it's a lot cheaper when it's on the inland, the mainland, versus." You know, when you're going out there to Hawaii, it's a lot more expensive with the flights, a lot more expensive with the hotels and stuff like that, too. So I know that was another thing that guys had complained about. But other than that, I can't give you a hard answer on why. Yeah, or not. Yeah.
That's probably it, though.
No.
Sean McCartney, wish me luck. Sounds like I'll be going to Philly to watch the Super Bowl with my... Wait, I already read that.
Yeah, he had that one.
Definitely already read that. Unless he commented it twice. I don't know. Q. No, I read
They should be
again.
Dippin' Dots.
God damn. Yeah, he says, y'all think Brady retired for real this time?
I think so. Yes. He has my vote. Deke says no. I think it's over.
Bubba. Moats, where can I get that hat? Love the show.
Appreciate it. Dude, I don't even know if they it should be on NFL the Steelers like Pro Shop. I'm trying to think, man. I've had this hat since like I think it was 2015, 2016, and yeah, we were doing one of them. It is a Steelers Pro Shop because we were doing one of the photo shoots. You know how, like on the Pro Shop, they'll have like some of the athletes like actually wearing the Steelers gear and stuff.
Yeah,
it was like one of those photo shoots, and they had this hat, and you know, I'm a hat guy, and the versatility with this thing. Yeah, I was like, I had to have this one, so that was a part of my contract when I was taking my pictures that I needed to be able to leave with.
They didn't get mad at you about that one?
Nah, they ain't trip on this one. Nah, see, Pro Shop, they was cool. It's the team stuff, like the game one stuff, they trip on.
Right.
Pro Shop, though, they like, oh, yeah, you want to work? Man, you know how many Steeler onesies and Christmas outfits I got because I'll go take the picture. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, because in my mind, I was a model. You know what I mean? It's kind of like my OnlyFans, except like with more clothes on and more family friendly. But that was like my vibe with it. Yeah.
King Whopper. LMAO. Moats, you're not a morning person? ?
Oh, no, not at all. Actually, I hate getting up in the morning super early, but I got children, so I'm always up in the mornings. Like, my alarm, 6:15. It's like, oh, why? Then, got to keep it going. So I am not a morning person. I hate getting up early in the morning. I am a late riser, all right? I live for the 10 a.m. wake up. That's like my dream. Like, if I can get into bed till 10 a.m., I'm like, you know what? We won today. It was a great day. So that's my energy. I'm not a morning person, but I do get morning people and why they're effective like that. I do, but that's not my energy, man.
Justin Lips Watson, kind of unfair straw manning Canada critics, most.
I don't even know what you mean by that, man. But either way, yeah, everybody has their opinion, man. It's all good.
Samurai Finn, preach Deke. Hashtag GOAT7. Thank you.
I could dig it.
Fish Momentum. What's good, Moats, Deke, and Steelers family? Hashtag TG. Go.
Let's go, man. No, major love to everybody in here too, man. The chat, the upper room, the regular room, and the lower room. Shout out to all of us.
Fish Momentum. Hallelujah.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I totally forgot. I got to remember. Had to make sure I say this too. On the website, arthurmost.com, we got new draft pick people up there too, man. New predictions, new list up there. And that did spark my mind to make me look at some of these LBs because I forgot whose list I was looking at. But that's what made me even pull up the LBs we're going to be talking about hopefully today. Should get to them. We might not. We'll figure it out. That's what the research do to me, Deke. It made me just be like, maybe we'll get to it today.
Time stands still.
But, because we cooking. It ain't like we not cooking. We cooking. But it's like, sometimes you ain't got to be as aggressive with it. Yeah, let me see. What was my cat? Right. Excuse me. Where are you at? I want to make sure I give you your credit. Cody C. Hayden. That's who it was. Because we asked him about the inside linebacker out of Clemson.
Okay.
And I was like, all right. So that's what made me start thinking about it. And then it was one other person. He had the other cat up there. Where are you at?
From Arkansas.
Yep. But somebody had specifically asked him. I wanted to make sure I give them their shout out to Rocky Rock'ems. That's who was the other one. Absolutely, man. So salute both of y'all, man. But that's how we be doing it, man. Y'all be sending these names in, sending the content in, man. We be rolling with it, man. Having a little fun. So salute that.
Fish Momentum says, hallelujah, Brady's done. About damn time. Hashtag no goat.
No goat.
Or you could say hashtag fake goat. Either or works. Cheater. Hashtag cheater.
I mean, I feel you. It's just, I'm asking myself now, like, does it even matter to call him a cheater if they letting Tyler Huntley into the Pro Bowl? Does it even matter? Tyler Huntley's a Pro Bowler, right? That doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. It's like, he's a Pro Bowler. What are we doing?
Christian Matthias, if Pat would not have caused that interception against the Jets, Kenny would have been in the playoffs and thus the Pro Bowl. Blame Pat. He's talking about the one that tipped off Pat's hands. Now, I go back and forth with that one. Did Kenny make the best of the decisions right there? Probably not. I also do think if it hits your hands, you should catch the ball.
Nobody wins when the family feuds. I look at it like that. So both Kenny and Pat, we're just going to do better next time. Yeah.
Claypool definitely should have caught us. I don't think there's a doubt about that one.
Hey, they're trying to say that they might not have lost that trade too.
They lost it.
They trying to say they ain't lose that trade, bro.
They lost it.
They talking about how they didn't clear up all this cap space. They got all these picks now.
That's all fine.
That's how they selling it now,
we
bro.
know where this.
That's how they selling it now,
We know where
man.
this trade's going for them. At least we've seen it before here. We've
They
had Claypool for 2.5 years. We know what's happening.
They have definitely sold it. That's how they selling it in Chicago, though. We've cleared up all this cap. We got $36 million more cap space than anybody. Yeah, we got these draft picks too.
Best of luck
that's
to
where
Claypool.
they at, man.
I don't know if he clears 800 yards there for the rest of his career. I'll be honest. It's more about the system though too. Like Fields ain't slinging it out like 600 times a year.
Yeah. I should have asked TG this too, because he was like, man, Josh, man, he run too much. I want to ask him about Justin Fields. How you feel about Justin Fields, TG? Because he run a lot too. He run more than Josh run. Fields electric though. But yeah, Claypool's not. I don't see him having those type of numbers like that with Fields at this stage. Fields can develop, but at this stage, I don't think he's going to be giving you those type of targets just yet.
Yeah, I think he is a good passer. I saw that at Ohio State.
No, he definitely. He's a
it
good
just
player.
hasn't come together just yet for the
at
NFL.
this level, right?
Now, has he gotten the best situation? That's another question. I don't think he's had the best receivers. And I don't know if they really got what they're hoping for in Claypool, I'll be honest.
Chill,
They might still be searching.
Chill. They feeling good over there. Let them feel good, man. Let them feel good.
Claypool saw. I didn't even want to trade him to begin with, but
let them feel good, man.
we got the 32nd pick now.
The fact that we got the 32nd pick, because we didn't think we were going to get a first rounder for him. That's why we didn't want to trade him. That, at least I know that was for me too.
Well, and just the thought that, hey, we could trade him in the offseason, too.
Right, because we
don't have to trade him right now.
Because we would be missing his productivity.
Yeah,
I don't think
with
we
Kenny starting and getting in there for the first couple games. It's like, give Kenny all of the assets he can have.
Yeah. I don't think we had accounted for the offense shifting the way that it did, too, to be more of like that run-first approach. Because up until then, we were throwing it. Yep.
Christian Matthias says, super faded. Like, damn. LOL.
Nah, seriously, man. Seriously. It's bad, bro. It's bad. Like, and you know what's even worse? When we done, I'm just gonna add to the situation. We got food coming tonight too, Deke. I cannot wait. I'm about to kill this food.
What do you got?
Olive Garden. Can't wait.
Breadsticks.
Can't wait.
Line them up.
Can't wait. Chicken Alfredo meat as well. Can't wait, Deke. Deke, you know it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down, bro. I'm gonna have to work out tomorrow because I'm gonna just
Olive Garden solid.
It's gonna be gross. I'm gonna just destroy it all. It's gonna be gross.
Fish Momentum says Big Ben and Spence versus Moats and Deke.
I don't want to fight. I don't want no beef. You know, seven changed my life. I'm a 7 guy. Deke think he loves 7. Deke don't love 7 like that. Deke think he loves 7. You see how they ran? Shout out to 7, baby. Shout out to 7. I won't get paid like that's how I came into 7 life, man. 7 came into my life, changed my whole life. My kids' life's been changed. You think you love 7. You don't love 7 like that. You think you love. You think you do. It's cool. All the fans think they love 7. I can assure you, y'all ain't gonna be bigger 7 supporters than me. I can assure you of that. Yeah, but it's cool though, man. May? Oh, yeah. It's certain players that I look at, I'm like, you know what? I'm forever indebted. He's one of them.
How we doing in this matchup?
We watching them, bro. If we being real, we watching them. Yeah. Well, because I'm assuming this is a physical thing. Like we rumbling or we like playing a sport. If it's a sport, I don't know. I got to see what the sport is. You know, if it's golf, Ben gonna watch me. If it's a relay race, it's a wrap. I got them all. I
thought it was boxing or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If it's boxing or combat hand to hand, 7 is my guy. But yeah, 7. We know what it is. Like, you know what I mean? That's a different conversation. Can you beat Spence? I don't know if you can beat Spence though.
You know I'm not a fighter either.
I was about to say, yeah.
I feel like I could.
Yeah, like I don't like. It would be such a conflict beefing with 7. Like I can't do that.
Would I be secretly on the side rooting for 7
You
even though he's not on my team?
You probably would. You'd be like, get him 7, duck, Ben. Don't let him grab you like that. Duck, trick him. Hold on, let me help you out. 7. That's what's gonna be 7. Duck.
You're like, Deke, you're on my team. What are you doing?
Like, yo, why you bump me? I'm trying to elbow him, bro. It hit him, not me. Oh, my bad, Mo. My bad. I didn't know that was my bad. Hey, that's crazy, man.
Christian Matthias. If Brock Purdy would have won it, would he have been the most? Wait, what is this? If Brock Purdy would have won, it would have been the most type situation for a Trent Dilfer I could ever imagine. Brock Purdy came in from Purdue.
Dang, they calling that man.
It.
So they saying Purdy's a Trent Dilfer. He's saying that if Purdy would have won the Super Bowl this year, it would have been the most hype quarterback.
No, he did better than
I was
whatever
say,
Trent Dilfer
I don't think
did
he's
with
like
the
Trent.
Ravens.
Yeah.
I think they like literally tried to have Trent Dilfer pass it the least amount as possible.
Trent was like, yo, hand this ball off and don't mess up anything.
Yeah. Our defense will score points for us.
No, literally, yeah.
Brock Purdy made plays. As much as I'm talking about, I'm taking Pickett over Purdy. Yeah. I still give a salute to Purdy this year.
Yeah,
I think he played good.
Yeah,
is he the franchise? That's another question.
Right.
But
and you know, you do a good job of this. I did want to like shout you out for that, man. Even though they're competitive in terms of Pickett and Purdy, you still are able to separate the fact of, okay, if I'm talking about them, who would I want? We know it's clear you still Pickett. But to at least acknowledge that, yo, Purdy can still be a good player without it.
Dude, I was saying I think Purdy's the better option over Jimmy G. I thought they were on a good path.
It's just weird, though, at times. It's like, man, people, because of the competitive nature, we're always comparing and contrast stuff like that. Like, people will make it as if Brady was the bum of all bums out there just because they don't think he's better than his player. And it's like, no, Brady was still doing some good stuff. And we saw that also reflected when he got out. It won't like Josh just came in here and lit it up. We seen Brady come in there and light it up. That wasn't how Josh did. It's like, man, Brady did some good stuff, man. It turns to his time and it turns to his release and the situation that he was thrown into, man. But yeah, I would put him above the Trent Dilfers, though. Jeez, that yikes.
Christian Matthias, he said, sorry, want it with a W. So
we
that's
tripping.
what was
Yeah.
throwing me off a little bit.
Yeah, we got you.
Justin
we got
Gordon, I reviewed all of Matt Canada's jet sweeps. I'll be installing them in my 6-under flag football playbook where they belong.
Hey, that's going to be your most effective play.
That's pretty funny.
You seen at this level, man. That play is undefeated right now. When did it not work this year?
A little bit. But I would say,
was there ever a loss?
Reaction,
Was there ever? I'm
80% of the time it worked.
You saying I think 90%. I
It's
can't
up
think
there.
of a loss. I can't think of a TFL. We might have had a 1 or 2 yard gain. I don't remember too many TFLs off the jet sweep, bro. The jet sweep was like our best running play.
And it weirdly worked in 2021, even though, because
It was our
2020 is
most
when we first
effective
started
running play.
seeing
Yeah.
it, COVID year, because
Yeah.
Matt Canada was the QB coach. We had a good run with it
Yeah.
against the Eagles with Claypool, and then it was like a failure rest of the season.
Because we overdid it there.
Overdid it. So
overdid
I was like, I don't want
Yeah.
to see this again in 2021.
Yeah.
But then we still started seeing it a little bit. But
Right.
then as the season went on, I'd say it worked more than it did.
And everybody got
And then
a
even
turn.
last year, you're
everybody
right.
got a turn. Gunner, you get a turn. Steven, you get a turn. Connor, you get a turn. Did Derek White get a jet sweep? Oh, no, he might have. No, Derek was the dive dude. But, everybody get a jet sweep, man.
Official Momentum says Eagles cursed SMH. Prayers up.
Why they cursed?
Maybe because TG picked him.
Hope so then.
Farron Bradford, Coach T in the trenches in Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Big boy packages coming soon. Darnell Wright and DeJuan Jones coming soon to our roster, hopefully.
Yeah, they say he was down there with the D lineman and the offensive lineman. Yeah, that's what they saying right now.
Makes sense. D-line, but I guess there's just uncertainty. Is Ogunjobi going to be brought back? And Hayward's getting up there in age. But, of course, O-line. Yeah. Fish Momentum. Deke, how's life, man? Best wishes. Go. Hashtag integrity.
Yeah, man.
Everything's good.
That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear.
Farron Bradford, all these opinions, but y'all don't know ball. Then when Moats politely check y'all, you get mad. SMH.
Man, nobody gets mad, man. We just, we like to have conversations. That's all. They just feel the urge to rebuttal. There's nothing wrong with that, Farron. Let them rebuttal away, all right? I do like how he says politely with all caps, though. I do be trying to be real polite when I give my opinions and my takes. I be trying real hard.
Fish Momentum. When we played Brady in 2011, I shook his hand. Dead emoji. Pissed off emoji.
How you gonna shake his hand?
I don't know how that happened.
So you was a Brady supporter back then? You felt the urge, Mo? You felt the urge, Maurice, to shake Thomas, Edward, Patrick, Brady's hand in 2011 of all years? I just can't believe this, man. Can't believe it. Oh, my gosh. I thought he was a Steelers fan.
I think we won that game, 2011.
I think we did, too.
At home.
Yeah. That's year we beat them.
2011?
Mm-hmm.
Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start the season out, man. We got out there, man.
Nice.
Warmed it up for y'all.
Thank you.
See, because it's a family.
No.
The Buffalo Steelers?
Just coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence on
Buffalo
that 2011
Steelers,
season.
Pittsburgh Bills, Buffalo Steelers. Like we.
That's not how we do it.
No. You seen Mama Kelsey, Travis Kelsey, and Jace Kelsey. Mama, they got like the Eagles jersey in the front, Chiefs in the back. I was like, when I saw that one, I was like, I like that.
Someone recommended you do it. Remember a couple weeks ago?
Because for me, I had only seen the half and half in the front, where it was like half number, and I wasn't feeling that look because I got 5'5" and 5'2". But seeing Mama Kelsey one, I was like, wait a minute now. She got literally the front of the jersey over here,
cut, yeah,
and in the back of the jersey. I was like, I could do something like that. So I like that. I like that look.
Which one's more important?
That's the issue. I ain't know which one. See, that's my biggest issue. That's my biggest issue right now. I'm like,
you can make a case for both.
I know, but
the back has my name. The front has the team. It's the one that people see first.
Either way, it's an issue because the 5'5" and the 5'2", somebody's gonna feel slighted. We know this. I just, sometimes better to just, Give it some time.
So you're thinking about it now.
Oh, once I saw her jersey, yes, because I had never seen that style. I don't like the cut it down the middle if my numbers aren't the same. Because now I got 5 and a 2, and y'all be like, oh, he ain't 52 over here. He was 5'5" over here. But then from above, it's like, oh, I was 55. I was 52 over there. Why you get the 5'5"? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what? I've come around to those split ones. I think they came out like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah. Because the first one I saw was when Fed. Remember when Fed came on our show? He had the baddest one.
I'm not a big fan of wearing jerseys that weren't actually worn on the field.
Yeah.
But like those ones are cool.
Yeah. They look
It's a combo of the home and the away.
Yeah.
I might need a cop one.
Yeah.
Gorilla mode. Kenny Pickett undefeated against the GOAT.
This is true.
He never played, Ben.
He started.
He never went up against
He started
Big
against
Ben.
the GOAT. He started against the GOAT Brady this year, man. He's undefeated. You're right.
Kenny Pickett never faced off against Big Ben.
He faced the GOAT. Seven rings, man. Yeah, beat him head to head.
He's undefeated against the fake GOAT.
Beat him head to head, man.
That's the true statement.
Dang, Seven can't even say he undefeated against Brady. That's crazy. That's crazy.
What's Mitch's record? Because he didn't get a win in that one.
Oh,
that was a Mitch dub right there. That was a good ass game by Mitch. Although Pickett was playing good till he got hurt.
Yeah.
He's playing good in the first half. But still, Mitch, that was a Mitch game.
Yeah.
That second half by Mitch. And he's not going to get credit for that one.
That is funny. One of his best games he played this year.
But it evens out because Kenny gets credit for the loss against the Ravens. Mm-hmm. And that was a Mitch loss.
Yeah. Nope, I don't know what he's talking about.
Fish Momentum says, Eagles player charged with rape. # Chiefs went. So maybe that's what he was talking about Eagles being cursed.
Oh, yeah, we did get that. That's one of their rookie offensive linemen. Yeah. We don't like that type of energy. Nah, now, we're not going to crucify nobody before we know. We're going to give you due process, and that's what we doing. So we ain't one way or the other. Let that whole process play out, man. Let it play out.
He also says, no, I hate Brady. Me and my brother said LFG. Huh? What did he try to do? Just give Brady the bad mojo or something?
You can't say you hate Brady if you say LFG. Brady is LFG. When I type in LFG, I always think Brady now. Because that's his name. Everybody know that. You can't text 7 LFG. You send LFG. What? Can I text you LFG?
LFG?
Yeah,
that means like you're hyped.
That's what Brady did, though. Brady made that popular when he did his whole social media thing and
this is 2011. This is way back.
Okay, so he was ahead of the curve then.
I guess maybe
so you was
Brady
really
stole it off those guys.
Ooh,
he stole it off Official Momentum and his brother.
Maybe that was it. Or did Official Momentum say, "Hey Brady, I'm a big fan. I know you say LFG. Let's get it going."
That's what Official Momentum's saying. He says exactly, Deke.
Jeez.
He also has a stat check here. He says, Moats, y'all got beat by Brady.
Which year?
Buffalo Soldier Blues.
Oh, no, we've been beat before. But in 11, nah.
I don't know what he's talking about with 11 then.
I'm about to say, I know.
Well, you played him twice.
We played him 2 times a year. Every year I was up there.
Did you get him 2 times?
No, I beat him 1 time in my whole tenure up there. You think I'm not going to remember that one? When we was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, my dog Drayton Florence out the running back, the picks. Bro, what? We was in that thing.
Did we win in 11?
I don't know if y'all won in 11. Yeah.
Because you know how it gets confusing how they mix seasons where it's like, okay, it was the 10 regular season, but a lot of people consider it like the 11 with the playoffs. Yeah. I know we beat Brady. I think it was 2011 regular season. We beat Brady in the regular season.
Who knows? Maybe I'm 12 there. I'll be 12 and you be 11 then.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was the year we lost to Tebow in the playoffs.
I've only beat him once, man.
That was a good team.
Yeah, I've only beat him once, so it's all good. I'll go 12
and 4.
12 was mine then. Bump it.
That was a bummer of a season.
I'm happy I got him.
Mike Wallace started that season off so hard. I thought he was going to have 2,000 yards that year.
Shout out to Mike.
Then he fell off. Christian Matthias says, I lived with Mel Blount for a year. If you know, you know. Also, I took a picture with Franco for Adopted Kids Foundation. Steelers for life.
Respect. So he was out on the ranch then. Yeah. I could dig it. Now, Mel Blount, he does do that in terms of his charity and stuff like that. Shoot, CJ Godwin. Not that Godwin. Talking about the CJ that was here in Pittsburgh with us. I think he's still playing in Dallas right now. But yeah, he was one of the kids also that stayed with Mel Blount and his charity and foundation stuff like that as well, man. Nah, shout out to Mel. Mel's a big dog with the community stuff, man. Absolutely.
So we are at 6:30 right now. 6:29.
Bro, that was a vibe.
Save the LBs for tomorrow, you're saying?
Start them off with that.
That's fun.
Let's
I
do
got
that.
some good takes.
Let's do that.
Was watching some things.
Let's do that then. Yeah, let's tap into them tomorrow on the front end, and we'll see what else we have. Yeah,
That's
I like
fun.
it though, bro. That was a vibe. Yeah, because I feel like this is about to just keep getting higher and higher, and we don't need that right now. Yeah. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna call it a day. This is a vibe though, bro. Shout out to each and every one of y'all rocking with us, man. I like this day. It's a good one. You know, we tap right back in this thing tomorrow, 4 p.m. start time. I make sure I throw it out there for Rod, Dollar, and for Jacob. All right. I know they don't like when we switching the times up. So 4 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, man. Tap in with us then. As always, we appreciate you for tuning in though. And I think we just had a super that's pulled up. I saw your official momentum right at the end of this thing. Ambition is affiliated with the Steelers.
Nice.
I like that.
An official sponsorship,
I like
maybe.
that. I like that. Respect. So now with that being said, we appreciate the heck out of each and every one of y'all. Y'all stay safe out there in them streets. And until next time, baby.
Peace.